right here.
Going live.
Gesicki missed the block too.
And
what would you expect him to fucking block? I would expect him to do anything, bro. The bro is in the end zone. I get that, but you can also like. I also understand from the point of your fucking guard, because like you don't want to come too far in, because then he can fucking swim the around you.
Appreciate y'all tuning in for another episode. This is week 6 of the NFL coverage, week 7 of NCAA. We got MLB playoffs right now, and next week is the opening week for the NBA season. Too many damn sports. This is what we wanted in the off season. We used to pray for times like this. Now this shit's getting a little overwhelming because now I only got 2 TVs and I can only watch about 2 games. So we about to get into it. Got a lot to cover. It's going to be a very emotional, coming from me, episode because I'm about like this close to not watching football no more. And then fantasy, if y'all let me down one more time, if folks keep having crazy ass games, I put you in. Why do you shit the bed the next game?
Who was it this week?
McCaffrey was injured. Cole Kmet decided to. Well, the Bears were the Bears. Motherfucking Mike Evans, because of Baker Mayfield. DK Metcalf is the most emotional wide receiver I've ever seen in my life. DK Metcalf. Bro owes Chad Johnson, T.O., and Randy Moss an apology.
Absolutely.
100%. But without further ado, we're about to get into it. Basketball, I can't find the story. Actually, let's cover basketball since that's like the least bit of information right now. Ronnie, you said that Kevin Porter Jr., this actually just happened probably about like 4 or 5 hours ago.
Yeah.
Kevin Porter Jr. was traded from the Rockets to, don't tell me, I just said it, OKC, and they just released him because no one
wants that.
No one wants to deal with those issues.
And the Rockets actually got a good end of the stick if Oladipo is going to play this year, which is he?
He is on pace to play, not season opener, but yeah, at some point.
Okay, he's a good veteran. He was there before too, and he had
So, but he just keeps getting injured, so that's why
you can't put a lot of stock in him. Yeah.
Well, it's just unfortunate because he really did have a lot of hype, and he's still a very skilled guard. He's just injury prone.
Yeah.
So
and they're big injuries too. They're not. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like season ending type shit. So unfortunately, it just keeps keeping him out, and I feel bad for bro because I actually liked him.
Yeah.
So hopefully he will play this season. We were just also talking about. Damn it, we were also talking about. I couldn't find anything. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't remember. It has nothing to do with Damian Lillard. I saw. It had nothing to do with Dame. I know there's a few injuries coming out of preseason, but I think all the guys will be good going into next week. I have not even looked at the schedule, and since I'm here, I will look at the schedule. First game of the week when my Dino PC loads.
Almost got the hair growing out. I don't know why.
Let's see. Next week. All right, so week 1, we will be blessed on Tuesday. So, cool. So we'll actually be watching the game. We got the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Nuggets. So that'll be a good one. I know they was all talking shit, whatever. So that'll actually be a good game. We'll actually be watching that game live as we're doing the podcast. And then at the 10 p.m. joint, we got the Suns versus the Warriors. So that'll be good. Good to see Bradley Beal in action and actually see Chris Paul playing his former team.
Yeah.
So that'll actually be a good game. And then the Wednesday NBA League Pass, y'all already holding us. Y'all play that Wednesday against
Knicks. Yes.
I was gonna say, I'm not even gonna say it because it'll probably sound like I'm saying something else when I really wasn't. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not even gonna say that.
I don't remember how they came up with that nickname.
Yeah.
Wasn't never
but every time I always say the other thing. So I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
And then at 9:30, we got the Mavs and the Spurs. So that might be. Jeez. I can see some of these games being snores fest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I may or may not be locked in for basketball this season. Just keeping it about. So that is all. Was there anything else as far as?
Scottie Pippen Jr. got released or waived. Not like he's probably going to catch on again. He just was not that good.
Yeah, and Carmelo Anthony's son is going to be signing to FSU for college, and that's about it.
Miles Bridges got arrested.
Oh yeah, bro actually turned himself in. Actually, let me pull that up.
Yeah,
that'll be the last thing, and then we can hand it over to Devin for our MLB.
Our hot corner baseball takes. Yeah.
Coverage.
You call it that? Hot corner with Devin? I don't. Is that what it is? Is that what he calls a hot corner? Huh? Hot corner? I feel like that's a good name.
You don't know Mad Dog?
Yeah, I do. Mad Dog Russo. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, is he burnt? What the hell?
So Bridges is currently serving his 10-game suspension from the league. Hold on, let's see. Whoa.
Whoa. Shut that off. No. Shut that off.
Yep, he surrenders after warrant issued for alleged protection order violation. He's currently serving his suspension from the league and will miss the first 10 games of the 2023-2024 season. If those who are aware of what he did, I probably won't go into it. Basically, he just turned himself in from what he did last season.
Bro needs help. The Hornets needed help in general.
I'm thinking half the league needs help, to be honest with you, but that's just my opinion, honestly.
Are we seeing more of this because it's just a sign of the times, or is like social media hasn't gotten like much bigger? I just feel like there hasn't been a lot of these stories the last couple of years with specific players just being stupid.
I think this is the sign of things to come. I just think that it's a time of where the NBA is making the game a lot younger. You're putting a lot of kids with like a lot of money who, I mean, unless like you're a Micah Parsons who put his money away like right when he got rich. Like unless you're like that, you're gonna see this.
Gonna mess up.
Oh yeah. So I expect this to happen moving forward.
Who was Mikey Williams, I guess, is on trial right now.
Yes, Mikey Williams is on trial. I was actually watching something about that yesterday. Apparently, Cameron's podcast, they were talking about it.
Everyone's got podcasts.
Yeah, I know, right?
Look at us.
It was funny because they were making fun of the post that he posted on Instagram, and he was quoting rap lyrics, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you going to jail?"
Oh, it's over.
Yeah. Because see, if you was quoting like R&B lyrics, you know, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I got a chance." No, he going to jail.
It's over. Yeah.
Yeah, he going. His career ended before it started.
I think he's facing 20 plus. Yeah, so he probably get a lesser sentence, but
because all these kids thinking that want to be hood and shit, but they don't really know. They just carrying guns and shooting.
Yeah, they have a platform to do it, but it's
right. It's not. It's really not. It's not the life for them. But oh well, they found out the hard way. But to answer your question, this will be a thing moving forward. Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So let's get into our MLB updates, and let's start with updates, and let's start with playoff wins and predictions for the next round. If my Dino PC will load. Okay, there we go.
I don't know. I don't remember where we left off.
So I have the bracket right here. Philly leads the Diamondbacks right now 1-0 in the NLCS. What is this? The conference championship? No, this conference
championship series.
Oh, championship series. Okay.
National League Championship Series.
Okay.
The winner of this game goes to not this game, but this
The winner of the series goes to the
series goes to the
World Series.
Yeah.
And then right now we have the
Rangers. Texas Rangers are up on Houston 2 games.
That's actually interesting. I actually had them going to the series, World Series.
Houston?
Yeah. Yeah, that was my prediction.
And they got throttled last night.
Mm.
Down 2-0 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going back to Texas. Oh, they're in Texas already. Where do they play? Arlington? They don't play Arlington?
They're going to Texas.
They're already in Texas.
Yeah, they're going to Texas.
Okay. Okay, cool. That was Devin's take for the whole podcast. Hot take podcast. There we go. Yeah. They might go back to Texas.
So what are our predictions of the World Series? Philly.
Mine shit the bed. Both times I thought the Baltimore Orioles were going to go, and then I thought Atlanta would get by us, but they did not.
Yeah. At this point, not to take like the teams that are ahead right now, but I do think the Rangers and the Phillies are probably a decent outlook.
Yeah.
Diamondbacks do not have enough talent to keep up with this.
Yes, they do. They're too young. They have a lot of talent. They're just too young.
Well, the Diamondbacks in their previous series, they won 2-0 and 3-0. So I think this will probably be more competitive.
Yeah.
But I mean, Philly is obviously rolling right now too. So
I think if Arizona doesn't get a game here, they're going to be.
They could take it back to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Because Philly is just different.
Yeah.
Playing in Citizens Bank.
Yeah.
I can see the series ending at least 3-1.
Diamondbacks get a game.
Yeah. It won't be a sweep. It will be a gentleman's sweep.
They might. They almost got up last night.
Mm-hmm.
They playing 7 in this, or are they playing 5?
7.
Okay, so it'd be
4-1.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 4-1? Okay. Yeah. So 4-1.
That's weird. Have they always done that, though? Best of 5, 5, and then 7? And I know the World Series is 7. Okay.
I think so. Well, the wild card used to be, what, 1 game?
If they had a play-in, but the wild card's always been multiple games. But I used to think that the series before this had 7. I guess not.
No.
I'm just so used to basketball when it comes to series like
Everything's
this.
7, yeah.
Yeah.
But you would think you would think basketball would be less games, maybe? More taxing, I feel like.
Then you would start getting to that WNBA type.
Yeah.
And it's like, because these games are too great just to go like 1st to 5.
That's true, yeah. Playoff baseball, people are invested in it too.
Yeah. I mean, because basketball, it's like there's no way in hell you're gonna do just like best out of 3 or whatever. Yeah.
Because then people are gonna bitch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to use. It's like a talent pool thing because you have to have enough pitchers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't just use 3.
Right.
Because if you only use 3, it's like it takes a toll on the pitchers too.
My prediction coming out of the ALCS, I'm hoping it's not the Astros. I'm hoping it's the Rangers.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
The way they started last night.
Right.
They could not get an out.
Astros have kind of turned into the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
They could not get an out.
Not being like
7 years in a row.
Who?
The Astros.
Yeah.
The Astros have been to the ALCS 7 years in a row.
How many chips they have? 3, I think. Maybe 3 or 4. Because they got like the tainted one, they won 1 after that, and then I think they won.
If it's 4, then it's 3.
Oh, they won last year.
And if it's 3, then it's 2 because they have one taken away.
Is that one off the record books?
Yes.
No shot. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember they took that one off. Yep.
The trash can beating.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they took Reggie's Heisman.
Yeah, and they need to give him his. They need to give his shit back.
That's
Definitely, yeah.
It's different, though.
It is, but like it's the same setup of like you're taking something away that's already done.
Right.
You can't take like Barry Bonds' home run record. Mm-hmm. That's still in the record books. You took steroids, but what are they going to do? I mean, it's
right.
You could say Aaron has the record.
I think you can put asterisks by like events that happen, but you're going to wipe it off the record books. It looks weird.
I even think when he got it, they were like,
"Ooh, can we do that with the Lakers chip?
The bubble?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they already do it.
Right.
They're never going to officially put it in because like they did play and some people said it was harder because they're in a bubble.
Right, but it's still like because an event that happened, so it's just like.
Well, that's what they kept saying about the Dodgers too. They're like the Dodgers won one World Series because it was a condensed, what was it, 80, 70, 80 games.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier to win when you cut the season in half.
Right.
There's no fans either.
There's no fans either. You have no crowd noise, nothing.
Before the last game, I don't know if you saw it, but Spencer Strider was like, "There's one thing that you don't like about baseball. What is it?" And he said the fans. He doesn't like the fans. He wants it quiet.
Oh yeah, he said he wanted
to
go back
to
they
like played
COVID.
with Philly. And Philly took that personal and made it extra loud.
You know what's crazy is how many people thrive off that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know there's been pitchers that have talked about that before. Like quarterbacks are like, I want people to like.
Unless you're Kirk Cousins.
Unless you're Kirk Cousins. And, you know, is it cold in here or is it just me? What the fuck?
No, I mentioned that because I think it was week 4. I think he made a comment that there was too much crowd noise for him to change the play or get the snap off.
It depends on where you play too, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
because I mean, Philly's got to be loud, and then football, you got Arrowhead's loud as shit.
Yeah.
Seattle is too.
Seattle.
Yeah. But like it's a part like these dudes have been playing since they were this big, and they've always had to deal with either parents rooting for their kid. Then you get the high school gets a little louder. College gets super loud. I think college probably gets louder than a lot of these pro games.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
oh hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Look where they stand when they're about to bat. You got. I mean, like if he's getting ready to bat and there's fans right there, they're gonna be yelling at you.
Right.
Same with the bullpens too. They'll be yelling to the bullpens.
I mean, a packed out house. What do you expect?
Unless you play in Tampa, then you just hear
exactly. Yeah, you hear crickets.
Same one there.
Yeah,
dude's drunk in the stands.
Right, exactly.
So, I don't know if y'all watched the Phillies Braves game, but the final game, I think it was the final game.
I watched the last one towards the end.
There's a time where Atlanta could have took the lead,
and
then Acuna was up to bat, and he hit a rope, and it was out deep where the there's a part of, I think it's Philly Stadium. No, it's like it cuts back, and Rojas is like sitting there, and he makes a weird catch, and like right before he makes a catch, you can hear a pin drop in the stadium.
What?
And then right when he catches it,
they went crazy.
They went crazy. It's cool.
It's like they do that shit in soccer. Like, don't they get like really quiet and then when a goal happens, they like pop off.
Yeah, I feel like soccer's just always loud.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Soccer's gotta be the loudest.
That's just such a bozo ass comment to make. I'd rather not have fans. Well, of course, because you can hear, but like, just why would you even say like?
He wouldn't say that shit if he was at his house or at their stadium.
Yeah. Like, oh, I don't want fans on the road, but I want them at my like.
Yeah, nah.
How long has sports been played? God dang.
Good question.
Mm-hmm. Kyle Schwarber also hit a first pitch home run. I think it's the first one ever in postseason.
First pitch.
First
batter.
Nice.
First batter. And then Bryce hit another one last night. And then Nick Castellanos is tied Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, for 5 home runs in 2 games.
Damn, that's a lot.
You're the only 2 that have 5.
Why are these games mad late? Oh, there's 2. Oh, it's Tuesday. I was about to say there's 2 games on today. No, it's Tuesday.
What sucks because
there's
you have a game start at 5, which blows.
Oh, there's 2 games.
Yeah, people are at work still.
Yeah, I see these because Thursday 5. Philly plays at 5.
Philly plays at 5.
Philly plays at 5 Thursday. Friday, Houston play. Both Texas teams play at 5 Friday, and then again on Monday.
It's the same thing too. RIP to the retail workers on Black Friday because you got basketball games. The Jets play on Black Friday. I'm pretty sure. Like
that shit had me so tight when I would work at Publix, and then fucking playoff games are going on. Got coworkers telling me, "Oh, Kansas City's up right now." I'm just like, dog, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear this. I'll walk out right now just to go watch a game. But my prediction to the World Series to finalize it, Philly and Rangers.
Yeah,
updated guess is Rangers. I
I can see the Astros coming back, but I'm pulling for the Rangers.
They might not. That Rangers team looks really good.
Rodman's daughter plays for the national team.
And Juilliard does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Robin had like 3 sons, and all of them couldn't play basketball, but the daughter plays soccer, so he got hit on something.
That is there any other updates or anything?
I don't think so.
Just basically just waiting for the World Series.
Waiting for this game right now. Yeah. You seen the NHL one for the Vegas Knights?
Yeah. Gigantic.
Oh crap!
And then it opens.
I didn't see it open.
It opens the rink.
I forgot. I keep forgetting hockey. There's just so much shit.
I know.
I think every sport is alive right now. Hockey, basketball, baseball.
Yes, bro.
It's the best time as far as like not being bored though. Like
yeah. But then trying to keep up with this shit is like insanity. That is our baseball playoff coverage. Now we're about to get into why the Colorado Rockies stunk up the field on Friday. Actually, let me get into these scores, and I think that's all. Oh, so yeah, that Oregon-Washington game, very close as we predicted.
Bro.
I
told him, I was like, Michael Penix.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be better than...
This draft, thank God the Patriots sucked this year.
Caleb.
There's some quarterbacks that are coming out.
Now, good question. Who's drafting these people?
And where are they going? Because they get screwed up again. Because someone was like, "Oh, Drake May could go to Chicago."
Yeah.
But it's a UNC quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, going in the top 7, 8, with still the same situation, if probably not worse. That's not a good idea.
I would be more afraid of who's going to be drafting these people for y'all, because
you're talking about
because y'all shit the bed on this playoff draft. Yo,
that would send me over like the mental edge if they did not take an offensive position player. They took like a fucking D lineman or something.
Bro would have to go to the facility for a day just to. Oh Lord, bro didn't do nothing. His team is just trash.
Yeah, it was a weird weekend for football,
bro. Yeah, we gonna get into it because this is the weirdest. Like, this shit got me over the edge, bro.
And it kind of started on Saturday with Colorado.
That shit was Friday. No, it was Friday. They played on Friday. I hit y'all Saturday.
That was Friday. I woke up on Saturday.
Yeah.
How'd they blow that? The first thing I saw was you.
Yes.
I went, wait, they didn't want
Yes. Shout out to Colorado for blowing that lead. I was like, because I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah.
They was up. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. Boring game. I wake up.
Plastered. I couldn't believe.
My God. I'm like, how? This is the third time.
That was Friday, and then Saturday, Mr. First round pick threw 3 interceptions and got beat by like 20 points.
Oh yeah, Caleb Williams. Yes.
We love Caleb.
Yes. I was literally, because I was watching that game, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Hold on, where's the score? Oh yeah, 48-20. Yes.
There was some dude, so they run on the field afterwards.
Yeah.
He ran up to Caleb Williams with his phone. He said, "What do you say about his nails?"
No, I didn't.
He said, "What you gonna do about your nails now?" Because Caleb Williams paints his nails for like different things.
Oh, bro.
He ran up to him with the phone. He said, "What you gonna do about your nails now?"
Damn.
Shirtless white dude.
That is wild.
Yeah, no shirt on, just fucking trucking across the field looking for Caleb Williams.
Jesus.
There's been a couple of people that have done that. Somebody did that to Shador too.
Oh, they did. They probably did the wrist.
I think so.
Yeah. I really hope they don't talk shit anymore.
Notre Dame's quarterback's a savage.
Oh yeah. Yes.
He had like, I don't know what bone it was removed, and he wore it on his neck.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's
one.
Someone to keep that.
Yeah, that's one sick motherfucker.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but like,
at the same time, it go hard though. All right, I'm gonna just rattle off these scores real quick. So Tulane, they beat Memphis 31-21. Syracuse obviously got bodied by number 4 Florida State 41-3. Alabama. Why is every Alabama game so fucking close?
They suck. It's so bad. And they're still ranked, what, 11?
Yes, they're 11. They beat Arkansas 24-21. Georgia obviously bodied Vanderbilt 37-20.
That's got to be one of the biggest drop-offs.
What, Bama?
Bama gotta
I mean, the record's
yes.
still good, but like the way they play is so
even like they went from like top tier, and then like this year, nobody is talking about Alabama.
Trash.
Nobody.
They did show the roster. I think it was the 2018 Alabama roster
Mm-hmm.
to Jalen, Mack, and then they had Najee Harris, Devontae Smith, Jerry Jeudy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the offense is like an NFL offense immediately.
Yeah,
but yeah, they fell off.
100%. Ohio State beat Purdue 41-7. Michigan beat Indiana 52-7. Shout out to y'all only scoring. At least y'all scored. Utah beat California 34-14. Oregon Washington game. Washington won by 3. That was a very good game.
That was a really good game. There was also a really controversial thing that happened during that game.
Was it a call or a hit?
Injury that happened.
I missed that.
So, I think Oregon had maybe no timeouts or maybe one timeout.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude caught the ball, went down, didn't look like anything happened, and then he like goes for like to hold this knee,
mm-hmm.
and then swaps it to this knee. I'm like,
Bro's nerve receptors were just a little wonky.
Or did he go down to get the timeout?
Right.
That's always been
probably, yeah. Penn State destroyed UMass 63-0.
No.
Jesus.
That's disgusting.
My...
That's so bad. That's awful. That's what my dad went to college too. I said that. Bro did not go to college there anymore.
Jeez.
What's Penn State ranked?
7.
I think they lost a game or two.
I think I lost 8 games.
Tennessee beat Texas A&M 20-13. Iowa beat Wisconsin 15-6. Weird score.
That score got me.
Pittsburgh beat Louisville 38-21. Damn, Louisville and you ranked. LSU beat Auburn 48-18. Air Force ranked 22, defeated Wyoming 34-27. I'm surprised. Missouri beat Kentucky 38-21. Notre Dame destroyed USC 48-20. UNC beat the brakes off Miami 41-31. Oregon State beat UCLA 36-24. And lastly, Duke destroyed NC State 24-3.
Did you cover the Georgia game?
I was gonna say I was waiting for that because I had it.
I covered. Yeah, I rattled off the score. It was like in the first 4. Georgia
unnecessarily close for Georgia.
That was Brock Bowers is out 4 to 6 weeks too.
Yeah, I was gonna say he broke an ankle.
Yeah.
So
that, I mean, he's gonna go high anyway in the draft.
Yeah. I mean, but he is their offense. So.
Yeah, he's like the Gronk of
Yeah. Now we'll just cover the Week 8 NCAA football schedule.
I like football.
So we have number 7 Penn State going against number 3 Ohio State. That would be a good game. We have number 6 Oklahoma going up against UCF. Oh, y'all are not ready for that. Who the fuck
finessed? That's his comeback game too, because he used to be a UCF quarterback.
Jesus Christ, who finessed this game? R.I.P. Fuck. Number 22 Air Force versus Navy. Number 17 Tennessee versus number 11 Bama. Tennessee already about to take off. Washington State goes up against number 9 Oregon. You already know how that about to end. Number 24 Iowa versus Minnesota. Then we have North Texas versus number 23 Tulane. Then we have South Carolina versus number 20 Missouri. We have number 8 Texas going up against Houston. We have Virginia going up against number 10 UNC. We got number 13 Mississippi versus Auburn. We have number 2 Michigan versus Michigan State. That'll already be a good game because of rivalry, but it might be one-sided. I don't know. It might be an upset. I don't know. We have Army going up against number 19 LSU. Then we have number 16 Duke going up against number 4 Florida State. Then we have number 14 Utah versus number 18 USC. Then we had number 25 UCLA going up against Stanford. That game might be crazy, seeing how Stanford was so low and came back. And then we have Arizona State versus number 5 Washington, and that is your Week 8 schedule for NCAA.
Stanford also had luck on the sidelines. Bro was probably getting flashbacks.
Bro probably was the reason why they won.
Yeah. Would you have called him a good leader?
Yeah. I think he led. It was just injuries.
Yeah, he had I used to say he was like goofy, but I feel like when he was on the field, like he'd always do his press conferences and have his little like giggle and shit, but he turned it on. Yeah.
Better question, who you think was a better leader? Wentz or Luck?
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
Cool. We're good. All right.
Reason's talked.
Yeah.
And that answered that question. Yeah. All right. Now the B&B of the podcast, the Week 6 NFL recap.
When's the Penn State game? Go back.
What time or day?
What time is it?
Motherfucking first thing, 12 noon.
I'm off work that day, so I got blast on TV.
I'm gonna watch that game for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they made sure to put that game right like the.
Who are they playing again?
Ohio State.
Oh, that's a good Damn.
All right, let me get into these
now. They beat State.
Yeah.
Are they like back in contention?
I don't know how that bracket works because I always see them post like, "Oh, someone's eliminated from playoff contention." Like I think
I wish they would do the rankings better because
Notre Dame was because they lost to blah blah blah. I don't know how it works.
I think Georgia's number 1, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they should be number 1 after last week.
Would you put it 1?
Michigan's been dogging people all year.
They need to focus in more on how the games are played. Like I do agree with that. Like
I bet you if it's switched, it would be anarchy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they can't. Georgia won, so they
both won. They both won. Real shit. And Michigan will be number 1 when Georgia loses.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So,
but it's like because then it would go like so Georgia won,
right?
And
I understand what y'all saying based off of performance, but they did win a national championship. Automatically grants you number 1. Yeah. So I see what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
All right. So question, and I was gonna ask this in the chat, but since we're all here, is anybody getting arrested for these stadium fights?
Good question, because they're getting. We're focusing on them more, or is this just like bad this year? I don't know.
This has been a thing,
Did you
bro.
see the Bears one?
I saw the Chargers Cowboys one. Two different
fans?
No, it was in the tunnel.
So there was there was a Bears one. They were in line for the bathroom, and then someone just decided to start recording. I don't know how it started.
You talking about players?
No,
fans. Fans. They're going crazy.
In the tunnel?
Yeah. They always, bro. This is what we've been saying. Yeah,
they've been the players' tunnel, but like in the
no, yeah, the fans, like in the tunnel where they leave, went to go, to sit and stuff. Like this shit's been happening.
The guy that died in New England, they're trying to bring up charges on the guys, but
the NFL hasn't done nothing because look at how the NBA handles all their fans.
Yeah,
like they throw them out and motherfuckers.
And they're never coming back to the stadium.
Well, they get a year ban. Yeah. I don't think they get life bans, but at least
there's had to be a life ban before though.
There was. I think there was a life ban.
Malice in the Palace dudes definitely. He did get banned for life.
But that's.
And I think he got banned from every NBA game.
Because they interviewed him, and he's like he works in security now or something. Yeah, he said he was like he's banned from every Pistons game, and I don't know if it was every NBA game, but they banned you. It just depends on.
But bro, this has been going on for years. Yeah. Like this isn't like this season thing. Yeah. Like this has been going on. I remember last season. I may want to say like the season after that, but the NFL's not doing shit about it.
And these people got to be safe when they go to games. I get there's alcohol involved. Football is probably, in America, the most passionate sport there is. But what are you fighting about?
Nothing. Like real shit. If you think about it, nothing. Yeah, it's sports.
Yeah,
but now it's barbaric, dog.
The Bears won. They were in line for the bathroom, and guess who fought each other? 2 Bears fans. bro said we suck, and he probably said, "No, we're gonna get this will come back. It's coming back."
Oh shit!
They probably Justin Fields.
Oh shit!
Justin Fields got hurt, and they were probably like, "Oh yeah." We'll talk about that.
Yeah, I hope they shook afterwards because Fields definitely. But that's what I'm saying, because stadium security, they can't do shit.
Yeah,
there's like 50 of them. They just be like, they be trying to hem somebody up, say fuck this job.
I get paid enough for this. What they're realistically gonna have to do is start paying actual police officers.
I think there is.
I think there might be, but maybe at like the check-ins, they need to have them like
probably outside. But I'm saying like
I've seen some like come in, they'll bring them in and escort people out.
So they're not getting arrested then.
I think some of them do. I've seen some people.
Are stadium jails still a thing? Like you go to the jail in the stadium?
I don't. Probably not.
There used to be stadium.
It's probably inhumane nowadays because everyone's soft.
Like the streakers and stuff that go. I think they go into like a stadium jail or like a holding.
Oh, the goofies who be running the damn field in court. Yeah. Bro, so because I was thinking about that because I was at my meeting and I was watching the fight and I was like, do they ever go to jail?
Yeah, that is a good point.
I mean, because that's sort of, not even sort of, it is a crime.
Okay, what if you did it in the Walmart parking lot? You would go to jail. So if you're in an NFL stadium, it shouldn't be any different.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
It's like, regardless of the setting, like, it's not like a shit could be like a brawl, and it's like, all right, break it up, just go home. Just like
there are guys, they're just fighting, but no.
But then y'all shit where somebody dies, and if we caught wind of it, the NFL didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. And they're trying to bring charges up on him, but I'm like, bro died in the stadium. What do you mean you're trying to?
Right. Well,
he didn't die in the stadium, did he? I thought he died after.
He was probably gone in the stadium. The amount of time it took them to get him out of the stands,
the
ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were trying to revive him in the ambulance.
All that time he probably died in between. RIP.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Senseless too. He was there with his kids. Like, imagine your kid seeing that, bro.
Yeah, you try to take your kid to the freaking game and then motherfuckers just start throwing hands. And
like, even if let's say worst case scenario, he said something slick to someone, like. Shut the F up.
Yeah.
Is it worth beating the crap out of him until he dies? No.
See, so because I remember Devin, you said last year that they were, or was it going into this year for baseball that they were doing something with the drinking, or was that last season?
Yeah, that was this season.
This season,
but it's a long season,
right?
They made it worse because they extended it to the 8th inning.
So should we do the same thing with football? No beer after the second half.
Here's the problem. You can attest this because I know you've been to a couple games.
Yeah.
The tailgates.
Right. Oh my God, they are cooked going into the game. Okay, I forgot.
You realistically have to do is checkpoint each person that comes in with a truck.
Right.
And then you'd have to limit the beer, but then the tailgates would go away because they're like, oh, I can't drink and cook. Yeah.
So there's
less people would go. It would be
why are you fucking right?
Yeah, that's the problem. And these dudes aren't having 3 or 4 beers around their family. They're getting like 12 packs down and then walking to sleep.
No, you
drinking more.
And they're drinking more.
Well, because Philly last year we tailgated mad early and motherfuckers 2 miles away was smelling beer.
Yeah. That's what they said. There was the Tampa Philly game.
Yeah.
They started interviewing people on the news, I think, and these dudes were plastered and they were waiting in line.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we're in, so we're going to drink. They set up tailgate in the line, dude. Man.
Fuck, dude. Why are you right? Mm-hmm. Well, that's not going to be solved.
To make it look like you're doing something, you could cut beer after the second quarter.
Well, so if you're going to tailgate, right, then... At that point, but I mean, if you're gonna tailgate, then you have to, bro. You gotta put a limit.
Yeah.
Because then you're thinking about who's sober enough to drive home.
Oh, I don't know how many DUIs happen after a football game.
I mean, because if you're that fucking cooked at tailgate, I doubt you're sobering up during the game.
Yeah, no.
So
it's hot as shit out too, and like earlier games, like in Miami.
Yeah, the 1 o'clocks. Yeah, the 1 o'clocks. You're
sweating
cooking.
Out and you're,
yes.
Dehydrated.
Yes.
It's a mess.
College games too. College probably even worse.
College, oh my god. Well, they fucking drink every
Those
day.
are frat kids, yeah. Their livers are like.
But at the same time, yeah, like some of them can just walk to the dorm. So yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. I mean, but fucking NFL, you're trying to get out of fucking packed traffic. There's no way.
City,
yeah, exactly. Hitting a fucking major interstate. So
you're getting up there. Yeah, it's always like the problem is too. It's, like, it's not to excuse it, but it's always been a thing since the 70s, 80s. Dudes go in there and get trashed. They're watching football. It makes the crowd louder too. Obviously, people are a little more hyped up when they're plastered. It's a mess.
I guess what I'm asking is like, how can we mitigate this issue so we're not having after game fights? So, because I genuinely don't think it's like, because I don't think like they're drunk. I'm thinking, all right, their team lost. They're trying to cope. So we're just trying to cope. So then we just start to throw hands. But it's just like people are actually dying.
Oh yeah.
And like people are actually like, this is affecting the game. Like, even though nobody wants to talk about it, like this is actually like, if you think about it, making people, not saying that people don't want to go to these games, but then it's like, why the fuck should I think about, am I sitting in the row and buddy in front of me is about to start fighting because I ain't breaking that shit up.
Well, like, and it's even, so like, there's a thing too, it's like the home games and the away games.
Right.
The dude that died in New England was a Patriots fan.
Right.
And I think one of the guys was a Dolphins fan, the other guy was a Patriots fan. So it's not even like a team versus team thing. Because I always used to think about that. I'm like, well, if I go to New England, I'm around a bunch of New England fans. Right. But you never know if the other New England guy is just trashed and I look at him wrong and he takes it the wrong way.
Or you try to get up and use the bathroom and then somebody say something slick. Because because all the Magic games I went to, after a while, motherfuckers was getting tired of having to stand up because someone
sitting in the middle seat. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just like, bro, like, I'm trying to enjoy my time. My fault. I got to go to the bathroom.
We all pay for the same gift. Yeah.
You, bro.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So it's like that. I've seen those instances where it could go left. So it's like, how do we mitigate it? But to your point, you really can't if you allow access to, because that's what makes the sport, as you said. But how do we curve it? I don't.
Maybe just more security.
That's all the answer is. It's more security, and it's like
you need to have a person in like every section,
right?
Or two people
to save face
at the tunnels.
Because I don't know how big the story will get. Like, yeah, these little things leak on Twitter, but like until something actually big happens, like someone kills 2-3 people because he bashed his head into something, then the national news, they need to pony up the money and just
hire security.
More security, you're right. Yeah, they need to, because it's getting bad. It really is. I don't know why.
Because I can understand they got security going into the stadium. Yeah. Like, obviously, just to make sure no one's having anything concealed.
No weapons.
But then at the same time, like, you see how barbaric it gets to the point where, like, after every game, I expect to see, like, at least 3 teams or, like, the fans are fighting at least. So that's all I'm really saying.
That happened, too, at the UFC fight. I went to the UFC fight, like, probably 10 years ago at the Gateway. 3 or 4 fights. You could see it, like, across the bowl, too. Just randomly, 2 dudes get up. And, like, I get that that's UFC. Like, they're already, like, in the mood to fight because they're
right.
But, like, it's the same thing with football. I've seen dudes hit each other, and they're probably just wound up. And people get passionate about their team.
I mean, but to the point where I'm like, dog, I'm not even getting paid.
No.
Now, like if I'm getting paid from the team, worst thing I might do is get into a damn Twitter debate with you. Yeah. How you calling me trash because I didn't put up stats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, like, other than that, unless your name is CJ Gardner-Johnson and fucking Deebo Samuels, unless you're those two, like, I'm not going to fight you. So, I don't know.
It's ridiculous. I don't know.
I just think about it. It's just like...
It's a good point, though, like how to mitigate it. I think just...
but at the same time, then people would feel like, oh, you're taking away what makes the game fun. You're taking away the fan experience. But then
they'll bring up all the calls on the field, too. This shit's getting soft.
Fuck, dude. This is a never-win situation. I can see why Goodell just does not fuck with anything outside of NFL. If it has unless it's the teams, the owners, and the players, I can see how he just is nonchalant. He not even here. Because I can see, we talking about this shit, and I'm just like, man, fuck you.
But you guys are someone that bring that up in a board meeting, like, how do we plan on, like, making the stadium safe? And he's probably like,
bro,
I gotta get up.
I feel like these board meetings, they just be shooting the shit.
Got it. Yeah.
I don't even feel like they be talking about shit. We be having more structured combos than what they do.
Well, and then it's probably not even about safety or anything. It's probably about how to make more money.
100%. Yeah. With the kickoff rule, the turf or field, the grass debate.
Taylor Swift.
Changing the turf at the Super Bowl was shit we didn't even use during the season. You know, all these calls. But, you're right.
Chiefs to win.
100%.
I don't want to go into it anymore, like too much, but since we're on the topic, I did see Brady, and you guys are going to roll your eyes because I already hear it. He said that the game is getting too soft.
I mean, he ain't lying, though. He
benefited from all the calls. I get that. That's what been brought up.
But he did play in I'm just going to piggyback off a ruthless aggression era. Oh, yeah. Bro was playing in the era when he was getting smacked.
Look up Tom Brady. He got hit.
Bro was getting speared multiple times, so it's not like bro was just playing in the two-hand touch era.
And like non-biasedly, he benefited from a lot of those calls.
Yes.
But he did bring it up now. He's like, so the Olympics are getting flag football. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Motherfucker, if I didn't tear my shit, I'd be out there right now.
Gold medalist. So they're getting flag football. He's like, so is that the way we're going? Is like a two-hand touch? He's like,
right.
These roughing the passer calls are like wrap-ups.
So the one on Josh Allen during the Giants game, that was trash.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, that was a play on because bro didn't even to get that flag. He didn't even contact him in that manner to earn that call.
No, yeah, that call was BS.
Yeah.
There was a few of them this weekend. I think there was. I don't remember. They all blend together now. I'm just like,
facts. Yeah.
That's what.
Facts.
It's like the quarterback call is like, can't go low, can't go high, can't put your weight on them.
Which is dumb because if I'm like, just no one knows how physics work.
Yeah. Well, if you walk up and you chest bump him,
right,
you can't wrap up. He could bounce off that.
But then if I make contact with bro after he threw the ball, but I can't stop myself, then that's roughing the passer. So, man, I feel bad for defenders, man. Y'all can't win for losing. Honestly. All right. Well, that was my debate, but we'll definitely get into. Did you want to cover any other stories or anything? I know you said you had subtopics.
Yeah, I got two.
Because we're good on time, and I just have scores, and then we'll just get into everything else.
This is just wacky. So there was some dude in prison or jail. I'm not sure. I think it was jail.
Yeah.
His name was Rashid. He put a $10,000 bet down because he needed to make bond.
Mm-hmm.
He put a parlay. You saw that? He put a parlay in for the.
I saw it when it came out.
Did you?
Oh yeah, the second one.
No, yeah, it might have leaked because it was so he did like a jailhouse call like where they recorded him making the parlay to some bookie.
Mm-hmm.
He took the Rams, the Jets, the Raiders, the New York Liberty, and the WNBA.
What the fuck?
The Bills and the Lions, and they all hit. So he got $13K off that, and he got bonded out. He bonded himself out with that.
What a fucking shot!
Did you believe that?
Hell no!
Someone said at the because the Giants and Bills game was so close to the end, they were like, imagine bro watching that on the prison TV, sitting there like sweating. He's like, I gotta get out, please.
That is wild. So my fault. So we actually have a comment in the chat. My fault, Dre. Dre says Anthony Richardson needs to learn from Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts and be a smart runner and avoid hits. Richardson is playing like a power runner like RG3. That is not good.
It's not sustainable either. I will agree.
I always try to give the rookies a benefit of the doubt because they are switching from collegiate to pro sports. So trying to make that transition, even though they had a full off season, full workout, I still think that they bring in those tendencies from college to the pro to eventually get out of those tendencies to learn actually how to slide, how to, instead of fighting for extra yardage, just go out of bounds or just kneel it. Yeah. Try to get as close as you can and slide. Or even though, because I get it, you're not Mike Vick, where you could just shake 3 defenders and get a first down. Good point with Jalen Hurts, because he'll I mean, he does that too, but he's a stocky dude and he can fight for yardage. It's smart. Lamar Jackson is literally like a running back, so bro will always get yardage when he runs, but I do understand what you're talking about.
He'll adapt as the game goes on.
Right.
He's got a very good arm, too, so he could definitely remove himself from that.
Right.
I will say, too, and I know he didn't get to play with him a lot, but he has Jonathan Taylor
to
do that.
Right. Exactly.
The running obligation. So
exactly.
If he comes back next year, they extended Taylor. He won't come back next year, obviously.
Yeah.
They need to mitigate that a little bit more and say, hey, you don't have to do everything. Got a good back. Maybe get him another weapon, because besides Pittman, this team doesn't have a lot.
No.
Alec Pierce looked good a couple times last year. He has
nothing crazy to make a playoff run that they're trying to do.
Josh Downs, they drafted. He's okay. Yeah, they need
good running game with Moss and Taylor.
Exactly. But, Moss too. Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, you need weapons. More. But yeah, he'll definitely learn. But I definitely understand because he trusts his ability. Therefore, he'll make those plays because he's made them before. But again, different league dudes are faster, stronger, tougher. So these aren't really hits that you can take.
Yeah.
And just keep thinking, oh yeah, I'm good. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, he's got to learn to like. If it's not third down and you need to first go down.
Yeah. I mean, because they'd rather say, I'd rather you throw it out of bounds and live the play another down, right, than for you to do something crazy, get injured, and now look at you.
No, we don't have you.
Right. So
because people like him with that style of play are good for the game. The pocket passer thing is years gone by.
Yeah.
He makes big plays. Yeah. In the couple weeks he played,
yeah,
we talk about him a lot. So yeah, hopefully they get him on the right track. I wouldn't say I trust the Colts to keep him upright either.
Hell no, because you saw what happened with Andrew Luck.
And then the same thing happened with Manning. Manning kept getting sacked.
Bro got that
quarterback number 3 now with him.
Bro had that nerve injury.
Yeah, they had to put a cadaver bone in his neck. Right?
Yeah.
Like a pig.
Out for the season.
Yeah. Oh my. You didn't know that? They put like a dead carcass.
Oh yeah, this was a serious thing.
Yeah.
Peyton.
Yeah.
Pig neck. What?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a pig. It was like a cadaver, like dead animal.
Yeah. After a while, that O line was not holding up like it used to. Bro was just. All right, so we'll definitely get into our. Was that the last thing you had, or?
I had the. I guess we'll talk about it when the Monday night game comes up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll definitely talk about that. Oh yeah, definitely.
We'll blend that into that.
All right. So let's get into this fucking recap.
God.
Let's start with the Thursday night game, Broncos Chiefs. We'll just go through it. I'll just read off the stats. I watched it and I watched it. Kels walked off the field. Bro was unhappy. He re-injured that ankle, so he'll probably be out for some time. Knowing him, he's gonna force his way back on the field, being like, "All right, I'm fine, bro. Just take some fucking time off." But this offense looks like shit because we even talked about it because I remember Nick was talking about it. If they had playmakers on this team, this game would have easily been 35-8.
Oh yeah.
But
we were talking about during the game. Yeah.
Yes, since they have bare minimum, 19 points. Russell Wilson did all he could. Apparently, bro didn't even throw for over 100 yards. Threw for 95 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Again, unless you have a star running back, running game's dead. I'm going to say this every week, talking about these stats. And wide receiving game, actually, the story of this game was the Jerry Jeudy Steve Smith beef. And before we get into it, let me read off the Chiefs stats real quick, and then we'll go. We'll talk about it. Mahomes threw for 308. Where is my thing? Oh, this Dino PC. I'm so sick of this computer. I'm so sick of. All right, there we go. So we got Mahomes threw for 306, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Running back by committee crew is what it is. Oh, Kelsey had 9 receptions, 124 yards. Oh, that's why he was pissed. Bro was actually having a game. Did not have a receiving touchdown. Kadarius Toney had a touchdown. A bunch of people are still surprised because apparently bro still can't catch. But let's get into that Steve Smith, Jerry Jeudy beef.
Oof. you see any of that?
So, Steve Smith, to everyone's surprise, bro has a podcast. Big shock, right? Bro, he actually lists wide receivers in different categories. And he called Jerry Jeudy a jag, just another guy.
Yeah.
That's his lingo for just saying that dudes are just average.
Plays receiver, he doesn't do great or bad. He's there.
Yeah, he's just an average guy. Mm-hmm. So he said that he, in the 3 years, 2-3 years that he's been in the league, that he has not seen the sample size of what he was in college and what he could be. Now, my thing is, look at his quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I think bro would be I think he's a phenomenal wide receiver. He just hasn't had the offense to thrive in.
Yeah. If you look up his stats, he's put up 2 years in a row. He put up, I think, 898 and then like 980. So almost 2,000 yard seasons.
But he has been fighting that hamstring for 2 seasons in a row.
He's been hurt too. So yeah, it's more to the surface than that. I wouldn't say just another guy.
Right. I don't think he's just another guy. But besides the injuries, the offense that he plays in.
Yeah, it's been ring around the rosy, and the team's been bad. So I wouldn't put that on him.
Put him if you put him with at this point, if you put him with a competent quarterback, bro is good.
If you put him, I think, in like Minnesota right now, considering there's no Jefferson, I think he's decent.
I think
there's teams you could put him with.
So in your guys' opinion, is he 1,000-yard wide receiver?
I believe so.
I think
with the right offense. Yeah, with the right offense.
I think so too.
I would have said I'll preference this by saying with a good O-line, him in New England, because Mac and Jeudy played together in college. They like each other. I think he could be 1,000-yard receiver.
If T. Higgins doesn't come back for Cincinnati, put Jerry Jeudy on that. That's
Jamar's your one.
Judy's your two. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That'd be
like a good swap too.
Yep.
You wouldn't have to pay Jeudy as much because he hasn't proven himself.
Right.
T's going to want a lot of money, so you
can
do that too. Yeah.
Yep. So that's honestly, I think that's a smooth transition right there. Mm-hmm. Just so he can actually prove that he's not just an average guy.
Oh yeah.
But to continue the story, Jerry caught wind of that. He and Steve had words before the game. Steve actually went in depth on TV of what he actually said. He said that he called him the you-know-what word and the context clues. And he said he just wasn't effing with him. Steve, he actually owned up to what he said. He actually apologized, and he said he didn't entertain it. But he did feel as if he stood by what he said was true.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
And you saw what he did in the pregame, right?
Yep.
So they were playing Young Boy. And the whole time they had a little booth set up, and
Jerry Drew was behind them
the whole time.
He was just basically, it
was more like a low key taunt, I guess. Like he was taunting.
It was a taunt.
Yeah,
it was. Honestly, bro said how he felt. As a wide receiver, I don't know, because dudes back then they just would have been like, all right, that's how you feel. All right, I'm gonna show you and come back stronger.
Yeah.
But now, it's these cats are different now. They arguing, they take shit personal, and it is what it is. So, all right. Next game, Ravens versus Titans. All right. So I actually watched this game. It was on NFL Network since it was overseas in the UK. All right, so my whole evaluation of this game, because I was actually thinking about it, because I was trying to get my Shannon Sharp shit on, because I actually want to talk about it. The Ravens this season, no matter what record they end up with, I don't think this is a playoff team. No. Just by watching. The reason why I say it with this game, they freaked up against the Steelers because of drop passes and horrible decision making. All right, cool, whatever. This game, they let Tennessee hang around.
They did.
They got Derrick Henry running. Tannehill left the game with the same ankle injury he had last season. Defense looked porous. This isn't the same strong defensive Baltimore Ravens team from prior.
Yeah.
Offense, in my opinion, they are having an identity crisis.
Oh yeah.
It's either we give the ball to our running backs and they don't get any gain because the running game isn't there. But then when we try and pass the ball, either the ball is just not thrown properly or the type of route. Like think, I think he missed Zay Flowers for a go-ahead touchdown.
He might have. Yeah, I was trying to watch. I watched a little bit of it.
But
yeah,
I mean the running game isn't there. Obviously, I mean Gus Edwards had the ball, but he only got 2.5 yards of carry. Lamar obviously is going to run the ball no matter what. They give the ball. They tried different end around plays and stuff. It didn't work. Zay Flowers had only 50 yards receiving. The most on the team was Mark Andrews. And I mean Odell played he was actually in the game. So I mean he didn't get hurt, but he only had 2 catches.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything.
So I don't really want to say it's definitely not Odell. I don't know if it's Harbaugh who's calling offensive plays as well. But this team, like real shit, this should have been a layup. This got competitive in the 4th quarter, and it shouldn't have. Because we've been but me specifically been dogging the Titans.
Oh yeah, all season.
And they let them hang around. All they needed was a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and this would have been game.
Yeah, it was that close at the end. Yeah.
So this is and I'm just gonna wrap it up. If we're letting shit like this happen, there's no way in hell I'm gonna believe that this team is gonna be a playoff contender. They'll make it, and then they'll get bounced.
They're a wild card team. They're not getting past the first round.
No.
Maybe they get lucky. They're not going deep. There's just nothing that sells me on this team to make me think that they'll go deep.
No, not at all. I mean, because even when Ryan Tannehill went out, like this team, like my expectation for this team was real shit, not on Philly level, but they about to body everyone they played. And it's not like they've been playing scrubs because they did play in their division.
Yeah.
But I mean, they did play Burrow without Burrow. They did play the Steelers. They won and they lost. And then they played the Browns and they beat the Browns. But I don't think they had Deshaun Watson. So, but they're winning the games that they should. But when you have a game like this, yeah, you won. But look at the fashion of which you did it.
They're just like middle of the pack. But they're slightly better because the AFC right now. We talked about how good it was going to be.
Oh, bro! We'll get into that. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that later because I definitely want to talk about that.
Yeah,
because we'll definitely cover both conferences because
where they're at right now.
Holy shit, dude! Let's see. Tennessee stats: Ryan Tannehill threw a pick. Malik Willis almost had as much passing yards as Ryan Tannehill did in 4 quarters.
Ooh.
Derrick Henry didn't have an over 100-yard game, but he had a rushing touchdown. And I'm not even going to read off this receiving stats because there's nothing to talk about. I just still don't understand why D-Hop. I guess bro wanted the bag, whatever.
Yeah.
I just got to stop questioning it. Bro wanted the bag. Bro didn't want to win.
He didn't want to win.
No, he wanted to chill.
All right, Panthers and Dolphins. This was actually a close game going into halftime, and then Dolphins just took off.
They ran away. I was thinking, I think I told you, I was like, oh, upset question mark? It was 14-0.
Yep.
Pretty quick, and then
it
got ugly. I don't think the Panthers. Did the Panthers score again after that? It was 14-0, and then what did it finish, like 20, maybe another touchdown?
21-42.
Okay, so I got another touchdown.
Bryce Young threw for 217 yards and a touchdown. Chuba Hubbard ran for a touchdown. Adam Thielen had an Adam Thielen day with 11 receptions, 115 yards, and 1 touchdown. That dude is timeless.
Yes.
At the age that he's at, and he's still putting up shit like that is wild. Oh,
they cooked the the Panthers, and it was definitely Bryce Young specifically. Bryce Young dressed up like Miles Morales, and they're having a costume party while they're 0-6. I don't like that at all. Especially posting on social media.
100%. Tua came back, had 262 with 3 touchdowns. Mike White came in to
He threw a pick six.
Yeah, that's literally his one attempt is a pick.
Bro was in the huddle and he was just chilling. And he threw the pick
Yeah,
six. Like, oh, okay.
yeah, and that's what made it 21-42.
That was what it was. So the Panthers didn't score another offensive touchdown.
No.
It was 14-0 and then just, yeah.
Raheem Mostert had a day, 115 on the ground with 2 touchdowns. Tyreek and Jalen Waddle both had a receiving touchdown. Typical Dolphins fashion. The game was competitive going into halftime, and Dolphins just remember who they were.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next game, Saints Texans. I'll just read off the stats for this one. Derek Carr actually had probably one of the better games he's had since he's played. 353 through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Alvin Kamara had 68 yards rushing. Mike Thomas had 5 receptions. Yeah, check down King, Alvin Kamara. Taysom Hill had 7 catches. What the fuck?
Oh, God. What did he do this week?
What the fuck? Yeah, this game was about as pretty average as you could be. CJ Stroud had 199, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Devin Singletary had 12 carries, 58 yards. Dameon Pierce had 13 carries, 34 yards.
I'm about done with Dameon Pierce, man. Oh, my God.
There was no Tank Dell in this game. He was injured.
Yeah.
And receiving core was just about average. So,
his first pick.
Well,
he still looked good.
Yeah,
he still has not looked bad yet. But yeah, he did throw a pick.
His first pick. What week is it?
7. What are we at? 7?
Week 6.
Week 6. Yeah.
6 weeks in.
Commanders versus Falcons. This is actually the same score as the Ravens Titans game. Sam Howell threw 3 touchdowns, 151. Running game dead. Scary Terry had 6 receptions, 81 yards.
Bring up Desmond Ridder. Oh my.
Bro actually threw for 307. Desmond Ridder 2 touchdowns, 3 picks.
3 picks, man.
And
the 1 pick, I think they were close. They were in red zone territory, I think, and Arthur Smith was like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, bro's not gonna start next year.
There's no
I'm
way.
surprised they haven't signed a quarterback already.
Man, if you put a good quarterback in that system, it's just dying for one.
Yeah, running game was just average this game, but I mean, Washington does have a pretty good run stopping defense. Drake London had 9 receptions, 125, and Kyle Pitts had a receiving touchdown. Janu Smith had a receiving touchdown. And yeah, that's about it as far as wide receivers. Yeah, another pretty average game. Yeah, this week was very mid. Colts Jags did what they were supposed to do. Gardner Minshew threw 3 picks. But he did throw a touchdown for 329.
I've seen a stat of him that him coming off the bench is so much better than him starting games.
Yeah, I believe that.
And crazy thing is, we were talking about how he was a good starter.
Thought he was the best backup. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
he is the best backup. Technically,
I mean,
if
him or Dalton, but yeah.
In.
Oh yeah, I mean for backup purposes, not a starter.
Yeah. No. Michael Pittman had 9 receptions, 109 yards, and no touchdowns. The only touchdown reception on this team was Josh Downs. For the Jags, apparently T-Law got injured in this game.
He did. He's projected to play this week. He said he feels okay.
Well, I did see he was also in a brace too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Trevor Lawrence had 181 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Etienne Jr. had 2 rushing touchdowns. And Evan Ingram led the way in receptions with 7.
Damn.
Well, bro only had 41 yards receiving.
Yeah, like it.
But Captain Kirk will always have a touchdown off of 3 catches. Another mid-game. Divisional game, but mid. Oh, I'm actually getting through this. I am getting through this quicker than I thought I was going to. Another mid-game. Seahawks-Bengals, where DK Metcalf really needs to get his shit together. And Gino, I'm not sure what the fuck is going on, dog. I think it's just folks getting paid and forgot how to play football. Bro threw for shut up.
What? Who else would you be talking to? No,
bro really trying to sneak this. That's crazy.
I got nothing to say.
That's wild.
I'm not
that is wild. Geno Smith had 323 for no touchdowns, 2 picks. Kenneth Walker had 1 rushing touchdown. Tyler Lockett had led the way, 6 receptions, 94 yards, and yeah, no one had a receiving touchdown. How many people caught the ball? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Interception of the game?
10. Geno Smith threw to 10 people in that game. Joe Burrow fighting this almost said Achilles calf injury. Bro, he fighting that shit like fucking R. Kelly was fighting motherfuckers in court. So bro threw for 185, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Joe Mixon had a very mid game. Did anybody fucking play this week? These stats are ass.
I know.
Tyler Boyd led the way, 7 catches, 1 touchdown. Jamar Chase blessed everyone's fantasy this week, so bro had 80 yards 80 yards catching, so that's that. All right. Halfway there. All right. Vikings Bears. I'm sure the Vikings needed this dub badly. Kirk Cousins threw for 181, 1 touchdown. Running game, I'm not even going to talk about. TJ Hawkinson led the way with 6 receptions, 50 yards. Wow, y'all are really not giving me shit to talk about. I low-key want to roast somebody, but I guess I'll wait for Philly. Who the fuck? Tyson
Bagent? Yeah.
What the boy? What the hell?
He threw a pick.
Both Fields and
Backup for,
both backup and starter threw a pick. Nobody threw a touchdown. Jeez, DJ Moore. I hope DJ Moore. I know you had to be pissed when you found out you was going to this team. Bro had 5 receptions, 51 yards, and that's that game.
That game was a mess. I was watching in the corner of my eye, and I was like, I don't want to watch this. There were so many games that were just bad.
Finally, a game to talk about. The Browns and 49ers.
Oh, man. Yeah, we talked about that.
So, who was talking shit for everyone to get into a fight pregame?
I don't know.
I will say the Browns almost blew it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
No, can we talk about that?
Yeah. No, because this was a shit game. Oh, and shout out to the NFL. Why did y'all cut the game off? Because of your shitty scheduling. Y'all got rid of the 405 games to avoid this issue, and y'all still fucked it up.
Well, they threw the Pats on at 405, and then the Eagles were on at 425.
Right, but the game was still going on.
The game was still going on. Yeah.
And then I fucking get the damn.
They probably cut it off for him.
Well, yeah, but I got the damn the fucking Lions and Bucks.
Oh, yeah, they were just.
That's why we were pissed. I was like, yo, what is this game? Oh shit! So
there was a point where they went down. Browns went down, could have kicked a field goal. There was like 5 minutes left or 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
And they went for it on 4th.
Yeah.
You're down, I think, 4 or 5 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you kick the field goal? There's 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
You've been stopping their offense all day.
Mm-hmm.
And they got lucky that what happened.
Yeah. So we were actually talking about this last week for everybody in the chat. So we were talking about how the 49ers had one of the easiest schedules, and they lost to the Browns.
Psych.
So because they were talking big shit about what they was waiting on Philly for, yada yada, this and that. But to y'all's discretion, y'all did lose McCaffrey, but the defense of the Browns was doing their damn job. Yes. Even though I thought that they was gonna get killed.
Read me them Kittle stats.
1 catch for
1 yard.
1 yard.
1 catch for 1 yard.
Yeah. So we'll also talk about the conditions because Purdy did throw that little duck pass. Oh shit! Yeah, he did throw that shit. Yeah. McCaffrey was getting fucking stuffed like somebody's daughter on fucking college senior year. Let's just say. Yeah. Conditions did play a factor. Bro threw a pick. Purdy did throw a touchdown through a pick for 125. He did lose McCaffrey. He did lose Debo. He did miss easy passes though.
It's funny we talked about this last week.
And I know we was praising bro.
They took away McCaffrey and Debo.
And because we was praising bro, and then
I will say, Myles Garrett absolutely ate Trent Williams alive.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with. But he did get banged up, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
He was getting like sun, like
100%.
On the whole line,
yeah,
he was like,
yeah.
And Trent Williams is 6'7", 6'8".
He's one of the best in the league.
Yeah. I mean, but fucking Myles Garrett is too. Yeah, bro was created in a damn lab.
Yeah, there's also a fight before.
Yes, and that's what I was trying to refer to. Like, what's all these pregame fights?
I want to know what
the fight was about.
No, I want to know what the record for underdog teams that start fights.
They had.
It's happened. I think it happened last week too, and somebody got beat.
Yeah, because
getting their head a little bit, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know, because the Chargers and Cowboys did that last night too. Yeah. Yeah, but still, it's like they had.
That game was poop, by the way.
Was it? Oh, was it? Oh, bro, you did not miss a damn thing.
I was locked in on baseball.
Yeah, you did not miss a damn thing. I watched that shit, and bro, it was the. I don't know. We need a streak for piss poor Monday night games. That because I thought the Sunday night game.
Yeah,
was closer than the Monday night game.
We were getting good Monday night games with Breeze, Brady.
Yes,
I remember. I think Breeze
we were fucking spoiled back then.
Breeze broke the record for passing the season against the Falcons on Monday night.
Now I'm starving for a good game.
God, we'll get into it.
Fuck. Oh yeah, because we played that Monday night game against the Dolphins.
We're wearing Kelly Green.
Is that Monday or Sunday night? Right?
Monday.
Is it Monday?
Or Sunday? Fuck, I'm about to find out.
No, we'll find out. Yeah,
it's one of those.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
The funny thing about that fight is they were fighting, and then Trent Williams walked.
Oh, fucking spear, like, bro.
all right.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Was it Debo that went up and was talking shit, and then
everybody was ganged up on Debo. But so, because see, I actually want to pivot off that. CJ came up and was like, "Oh, why are you using Trent Williams as a shield? Yada yada, this and that." And then that's when Debo clapped back and said, "You ain't really about this. Now we actually gonna fight."
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on, CJ, why are you talking though, bro? You injured. You can't even play football.
That's true.
Y'all might not even play next year.
That's a good point.
So I'm just like, what's this? Y'all about to have another Mike Crabtree, a team to lead type shit.
Get that chain.
Oh, can't get that chain.
PJ Walker threw for 2 picks, 192. Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt both did the damn thing on the ground. Kareem Hunt had a rushing touchdown. Amari Cooper had 108. I should have started, bro, but I thought the defense was going to clamp up, so I didn't start, bro. Fucking played myself. So that was basically it. So this game was actually more hype than anticipated.
The Browns defense, one takeaway from it is the Browns defense is I'd say top 5.
Oh yeah,
probably top 3. That's crazy. They've done this consistently.
Yes.
I can't remember the last team this year that's put up more than 25.
And I do not know what the hell is going on, but
there goes another one.
There goes the bat.
There goes another one. That happened last night too.
Well,
Yeah, last night. So last night it went into the stands.
Oh, word?
He came around on it and he lost it.
That was always my biggest fear. It was for like irrational. Even if I was sitting like way up, like what if the bat just I don't have enough reaction time to get out of the way. That shit, you're done.
Oh hell no. No, you got to.
Yeah.
Don't be on your phone. Just don't be on your phone.
Yeah.
Just don't be on your phone when they're at bat.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video of
It's happened a few times.
He played second base for the Rangers. He punched
Ian Kinsler?
No, the dude who punched
Rugnan.
Yeah. Christian Odor. It's like the coolest thing ever. There's a bat coming at him and he's sitting in the dugout. He catches it.
Oh shit!
Damn, that shit worked.
What the fuck?
Bro just hit a home run. He let the bat go and then sprayed the bat and then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little more grip.
Bro,
this is a savage.
Fucking, why is every stand in this stadium packed? Gotta love Philly.
At least one team is going to be playing meaningful, playoff sports in
How many home
Philly
runs
this
is
year.
that for Philly?
That's
gotta be
what, just in the series?
In the postseason.
Oh, a lot.
17.
Bro made an error in the first inning and then he hit a home run. Good for him.
Another one? Come on, Bryce.
So Bronny, you want to talk about your game? Because that's actually the next game I got up right here.
Yeah, I'll get into it a little bit. Not a lot to talk about. Sounds horrible to say. This was a much better performance than the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, bro threw 200 yards, but a pick.
And the pick, we were watching it. I made him watch it. They showed the replay 5 times. Hunter Henry was waving his arms.
Oh yeah.
And Mac.
Oh yeah, I saw that and I saw a replay of that too, where he threw it hella late and threw a pick.
Yeah, he panicked, and Hunter Henry's here. All he has to do is direct the ball to him. And
right at him.
Yep.
Threw it right at him.
So, are you benching him?
At some point this year, but I would put him. If I'm benching him, I'm benching him against a bad team because one of these kids, like either Zappy, who I will admit, I'm done. I'm hopping off the train. He sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Will Greer and then Malik Cunningham. I want to see Malik Cunningham play quarterback. So like against the Broncos, the Giants, the Colts, throwing one of these dudes, like throw Cunningham in.
Right.
He needs to be benched.
I would just bench him next game.
But the problem is they did bring this up a lot. Once you bench him, I feel like there's no going back.
Yeah, there isn't.
This late in the season, with how bad he's played, he's not hurt. He's healthy. If you bench him, then the experiment's over. You got to get rid of him.
So then, obviously it's a wash.
Yeah.
You call it a wash.
Yeah, I do.
Are they calling it a wash?
No.
It's just like, okay.
Because Belichick, how much they've won, the rest of that team hasn't won as much as Belichick and Kraft.
Right.
But they're not going to just lay down and go, well, we need a high draft pick. They're not built like that. So they're going to keep rocking with him. But this team has so many deficiencies.
Yeah.
The O-line.
To where you can't even compete.
They can't even, Ramondre Stevenson can't even run the ball because the O-line's so bad.
Yeah.
There's no openings.
And bro actually had a rushing touchdown, and I saw that Ezekiel Elliott had one too.
They ran the Wildcat with Ezekiel Elliott. I was like, what team is this?
Mm-hmm.
Zeke took the direct snap touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
They're not good. It's fine. It just comes down to the front office. Belichick has made such poor decisions to set this team up. They have no O-line.
Mm-hmm.
You signed Juju over Jacoby Myers.
Right.
Jacoby Myers has had like 4 touchdowns this year.
Oh yeah.
He's almost more of a number one than Devontae this year.
Mm-hmm.
Your defense, Christian Gonzalez got hurt. Judon got hurt.
Yep.
I get that.
Yep.
But
I saw y'all had a couple more defenders too that got hurt.
Hunter Henry got hurt. Jonathan Jones at cornerback.
And Hunter Henry will be out for a while.
Yes. So now they have Gesicki, and Gesicki's dropping balls.
Yeah, bro got 3 catches.
Yeah. And then, did you see the Devontae Parker miss?
No.
There was a whole story about it.
Mm-hmm.
So Devontae Parker, credit Mac Jones. This
Mm-hmm.
was before he took the safety.
Right.
This was one of the last plays of the game. It was a dime right down the sideline. He sent Devontae up. Devontae hit his hands. You saw it. It hit his hands, and he dropped it. So in the post game, they were like, "Hey, what happened on that catch?" The humble thing to do as a receiver would be to go, "Hey, that's on me. I should have caught that."
Oh, he threw Mac under the bus.
It hit my fingertips. And someone said, so his fingertips is the palm of his hands? Does he not know where his hands are? So instead of owning up to it and going, like I said, take humble, I'm sorry.
He threw shade.
He said it hit my fingertips. It was in his chest, and he dropped it. So Mac Jones, not a great quarterback, but he would have caught that. That was like a 45-yard pass, put it in midfield. And then you got to go, 20 more yards for a field goal?
Yeah. That
ended the game.
Wow.
So they're just a mess. And I think that locker room doesn't even like each other.
No, hell no.
They don't like Mac. They said, a lot of them have said, behind closed doors, he's whiny. Devin McCourty's been on record saying, he's okay.
Yeah.
They're a mess. They need to blow it up.
100%.
And properly rebuild.
Yeah.
But it's the fault of, which I talked about before, it's the fault of Belichick for not setting this team up to be at least competent after Brady.
Shit, if I'm Robert Kraft, I'm making calls ASAPively. I'm calling 4 or 5 team trade.
Oh,
I'm splitting everybody
Start
up.
trading. You got guys on the last year of their deal.
Yeah.
If they're not a part of the rebuild,
then
get them out.
Jesus.
Get a 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round pick.
Wow.
They're a mess.
Yeah, because Kendrick Bourne had 10 receptions, 89 yards.
He played well. Yeah, he had a good game.
Fucking Juju just chilling with a check because bro was not on the stat sheet.
They thought, and someone brought up too, and I don't know if it's true. Obviously, it's all closed doors. Someone said that Belichick is not a Juju guy.
Yeah,
he's not like him. I'm like, so why did he bring him on?
Right.
And someone else brought it up. If anyone wants to know the inside scoop, they will never fire Belichick at the beginning of the season. During the season, he will stay there the rest of the year. But I think how this is going to go at the end of the year is the handshake. We're going to mutually part ways. They don't want that tag of him getting fired.
Right.
Belichick's going to be I'm going to step away, and that's going to hopefully reset it because they need a reset.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a mess.
Jimmy G left the game with a back injury, the same back injury that was plaguing him going into this season, but he went to the hospital. He threw for 162, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Brian Hoyer stepped in, threw 102 yards. Josh Jacobs probably rushed for the most yardage in this game with 77 yards. Jacoby Myers, as you said, had a touchdown today, and Devontae Adams only had 2 catches.
The problem, too, is especially last year, the Patriots were beating up on backups. They played Sam Ehlinger. They played just bottom of the barrel guys, and they beat him. But Brian Hoyer came in, and they were getting picked apart. And so that just told me all I need to know about this season, honestly. But
yeah.
Brian Hoyer, of all people, come
on. Lions versus the Bucks. I already had the Lions winning this one. Jared Goff threw for 353, 2 touchdowns. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 12 catches, 124, and a touchdown.
Are we good to lock in Goff as a top 10 now? Would you say?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. We were talking about this at the fucking start.
Yeah.
With that trash ass top 10. Hell yeah.
They put Dak over.
Yeah.
Right now.
And then
do that with a straight face.
And then they left Matt Stafford off the list. Yeah. Bump off Dak. I don't give a fuck. And then put on.
I'd put Goff over Stafford right now the way he's playing.
I'll definitely leave Dak off and have Stafford on there. Definitely.
That Detroit Lions team over a lot of
100%.
Are they? Where are we picking them to finish in the year? Are they a legit playoff Super Bowl team? Or are they
So right now they are 5-1. They are with the other 5-1 teams in the league right now. If we had to do top 10, I'll put them top 10. I mean, the record shows. I mean, they literally have everything they need right now.
I think their biggest test is they're going to get to the playoffs. Obviously, they're winning the division.
Is this if they're just durable through the playoffs? Are they going
to be able to beat the 49ers? Are they going to be able to beat the Eagles? Some of the better NFC teams.
Yeah.
I think they can always make any game competitive.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Do they play the Niners?
Do they play the Niners?
This year, I don't.
I remember I read off their schedule. I don't think they do.
They don't play you guys, do they?
Nope.
No. That would tell me where they were at. If they played the Niners or the Eagles, that would tell me where they're at in that conference.
I don't know.
Actually, yeah, they do. Because they play...
Oh, where do they play?
Hold on. Because I saw that they played the... They play the Lions. Oh, psych, I played myself. Because I saw that they played the... I saw that they played the Vikings, so I thought that they played the NFC North. Nope. They don't.
No 49ers? No?
Nope. San Francisco plays Vikings. Oh, that's a Monday night game? What?
Oh. With no Jefferson.
Whatever. That's whatever. They play the Bengals, the Jags, Bucks. Besides their division rivals, the Eagles, the Ravens, Commanders. So nah.
What place? I like boom. Got him safe.
All right. Let's see. Next. Oh. Baker Mayfield threw for 206, 1 interception. This defense was just they forced bro to make hella bad interceptions. Chris Godwin had 6 receptions, 77 yards. Yep. So yeah, this defense was just really didn't let them do shit. Really.
Baker didn't play great, but
yeah, no, it was the defense really because I was forced to watch the game, but it was all Lions defense that really put Baker in a bad position.
Yeah.
Cardinals versus Rams. Joshua Dobbs had 235, 1 pick, no touchdowns. Rushing game, I don't know what that means. 3 people on this team had 4 receptions. That was about it.
Marquise Brown played or no?
Yeah, he did. He had 34 yards. Okay. Zach Ertz got 2 catches. I feel bad for bro.
I wonder if, like, at this point, they're going to bring him back, but, like, with Kyler Murray, what are you doing with him?
I'm blowing that team the fuck up, too. I'm nuking that team.
You can get a first-round pick for him, I swear.
Yeah, I really wish we could I really wish I had a setup because we could do segments of half this shit. Because most of these teams are a blow 'em up team.
There are way too many. I did not think there were going to be this many this year.
Cardinals,
Broncos, Patriots,
Pats.
Giants, would you say at this point?
Fuck yes. Blow that team the fuck up.
Can't even blow them up with fucking Daniel Nichols.
Well, bro took all the damn dollars.
I know.
You can't even blow up the team because you paid bro. So you have to stay with that team.
He's not Danny Dimes.
No, Jesus, bro. So
a couple milli.
Right. Matt Stafford had 226, 1 touchdown. Karen Williams had 20 carries for 158, 1 touchdown. Whoever got bro in fantasy, y'all are eating. Cooper Kupp had 7 receptions, 148, and a touchdown. But of course, Nakua, his numbers dipped. 4 catches, 26 yards. I know fantasy owners are pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, what'd you expect?
Right, but still, that for those times when y'all was eating well.
Yeah.
Now y'all.
Yeah, when he was the number 1.
Yeah.
He's still a good wide receiver.
Yeah, well, bro, obviously it's gonna be Kupp over everybody. The Philly game. We were gonna get here eventually.
I'm ready for this.
You want to go? You want to go first? I got a lot to say.
Make the excuses.
Wow, these numbers are ass. Wow, these numbers are. Yo, what? Who? What the? Yo, all right. Should I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, we gonna be here for a hot minute. You want to go?
Nah, because you about to wrap up. I might say so.
I might say what you got to say.
Yeah, if you don't say what I say, I'll just add it in.
All right. I don't know where the fuck to start.
Go ahead.
I really don't know where. I don't know where to start because there's so much to talk about. We have. All right, so I'll just read off stats so I can actually put my words into. So Jalen Hurts had 208, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. He had a 1 rushing touchdown. DeAndre Swift had 18 yards rushing, and bro had a fumble. I remember that. Bro had a fumble. Our running back by committee barely got love because DeAndre is the obvious number one. AJ Brown, our diva, had 7 receptions, 131. But for whatever reason, everyone's white on rice when it comes to Devontae Smith. Bro's been taking out the equation 2 times this week. Goddard needs to have more shine because Bro's a red zone offense. Yes.
Bro's a dog.
Bro has 5 catches, 52 yards. Check down champ this week went to DeAndre Swift for 8 catches, 40 yards, and a touchdown.
We saw Goddard last week.
Yeah.
Bro's a dog, and he catches whatever you throw it.
But for whatever reason,
he used to be Hurts' favorite target.
Yeah. Like Carson was with Zach. I don't know. I'll actually read off some defensive stats. Hassan Reddick had 2.5 sacks. Josh Sweat had a sack. Milton Williams had half a sack, and the other sack went to big boy Jordan Davis. Brandon Graham had half a sack.
I mean, they were getting to him, but I don't want to put this much praise on a rookie, but they didn't have Jalen Carter.
Right.
And he obviously makes, I think, a pretty big difference
in
that team.
Zach Wilson had 186. Bro had the most average games, had 186, no touchdowns, no picks. Breece Hall had a rushing touchdown off of a goal line rush. Garrett Wilson had 90 receiving yards. And all right, so it was a matter of time till we lost. I've been saying it for weeks. It was only a matter of time. This game was not difficult at all. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I know this was going to be the start of our road to hardest schedule.
It was
last week, but we actually played well against a very heavily offensive team.
A better team. We played better against a better team.
Right. This game, this was really a layup. I did not realize that Slay was going to be out. Fletch was going to be out till Saturday. I didn't think that. So that's what really got me off guard. Was I'm like, well, fuck, we don't have our our defensive stars. Slay being out, we were gonna let Garrett go off on 9 catches. It would have, this game, having those 2 guys and Jordan Davis would have changed the whole complex of this game. So again, I wasn't mad that we lost, but I was a little annoyed that they were already making the Jets and are they poised to go to the playoffs? Because you played a battered defense. Real shit. You played a battered defense and y'all are 3-3. Let's keep it a buck, bro. Bro, real shit, 186 for no touchdowns, no picks.
They could beat the Patriots.
Bro, off of 186, dog, bro barely did anything on offense. So it's not like oh, he finally got a break. Bro didn't even play.
The Eagles lost this game. The Jets did not win.
Fuck yeah. Thank you.
We just beat the show ourselves.
For real. So let's talk about another thing, because I've been talking about it. Because everybody want to talk about, we were undefeated. I wasn't even happy with the fact that we were undefeated. 3 picks. I saw a couple of those.
One of them wasn't his fault.
But why are we underthrowing? Bro went from heavily, bro was accurate as fuck, money on the ball every pass. Then we go to, I'm missing all my good wide receivers. So,
well, there's that, and then they were also dropping balls too.
Devontae Smith's been a little off. Yeah,
bro's been getting. Bro, they double him. They double him.
Yeah,
because I saw most of those deep passes. So we got figured out, which is fine. Everyone's trying to get on the whole brotherly shove. Whatever, everyone's trying to adjust. This is a whole adjustment here. Teams are figuring out, if we take out Devontae Smith, who was killing everybody prior, they'll let AJ Brown go off.
Yeah,
and they're fine because fuck it, deal with one, you can't have the other one. And then the running game, the fuck was the running game? So again, I wasn't mad. about this game. I was like, all right, it's a loss. Let's see how we adjust. Cool, right? Then we signed Julio Jones. That actually pissed me off a little bit because it's like, you see what the fuck we're doing on defense, right? Maddox, he's out for the season. Our defense is banged the fuck up. You just signed a Roby?
Yeah, Bradley Roby. Yeah.
You signed another person.
Don't stop there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
30-year-old washed.
Who's been
receiver hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Who's been dealing with
16 years?
Right, bro. Been dealing with hamstring injuries for like. Is that the Rocket? Yeah, that's the Rocket.
Well, Derek Barnett was getting eaten alive against Mekhi Becton too. There was a Twitter video. He got pancaked once. He got back up. He got pancaked again. And Mekhi Becton's been shaky this year. I'm like, what? I don't know where you guys go from here. Like,
I'm starting to think that either we've been figured out, which it's starting to look like that because this is the second game that Devontae Smith hasn't had a good game. But it's not because I genuinely don't think it's because of the offense. Because look what he did against Washington. Yeah. I just think that teams have smartened up and been like, who's going to kill us on offense?
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is going to do his thing, but if I had to pick one, which one of these wide receivers is going to kill us?
I think, AJ Brown's a better wide receiver than Devontae Smith, so I guess you take away the lesser and let him do his thing because he's going to do it anyway.
Make the offense one-dimensional.
Yeah.
That shouldn't make any difference because you also have Goddard.
But then, bro has been having big games for like most of the season. I think what was his best game last week
last week is the only game that they implemented him and threw him the actual ball
because he had over 100 yards. Yeah. But that was it. That was it. Other than that, we've been trash.
So he was crazy loud first half, and then he quieted down second half.
It's like I keep pointing the finger. Like, real shit, if I had to point the finger at somebody, it's the OCs. But then, bro, is just the play is called, cool. But the decision, the passing, I'm like, what the fuck? How are you overthrowing dudes? Yeah. I'd rather you overthrow because you show that you can get the ball there.
Yeah. It's better to overshoot someone than to because that's just logic. But he has more picks than he had last year already. Mm-hmm. He's on pace for, I don't know, 13, 14 picks.
Bro, and you know what the crazy thing? His bad games last season weren't as bad as these games. Like, a bad game last season was a good game. Like CJ Stroud type games when he has bad games, that was Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
And he still won.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to act like an analyst and be like, oh, I never thought he was that good. Last year, I think, might have been an outlier season. I think him getting A.J. Brown, like you said, I think they got figured out. Mm-hmm. I don't think he is as good as people. I guess the paycheck he's getting, put it that way. I'm not saying he's not good. He's a very good quarterback, and that offense especially. But I don't think he's as good as that paycheck that he got warrants.
But that's the thing, though. If you don't sign that type of quarterback after making that type of season, after having that type of season, then it's like,
what are you doing? Yeah, I know. It's a hard situation. I mean,
but real shit, if anyone was in that position, they are deserving of that money.
Yeah.
Now, it's really depends on like how you perform afterwards, but this is uncharacteristic. I'm not asking for us to play like how we did last season. I just want a game where when we're up, we're up. We do not let the team come back that we've been doing the past 6 weeks.
I was going to say, I cannot imagine as an Eagles fan watching these games, and every game is a heart attack.
Bro, it's genuinely painful. It pisses me off, bro.
Yeah.
Because, again, I don't want games to be like how it was, like, so dominant. But don't let the motherfuckers come back.
The only game I can say with certainty that you guys won outright with no questions was the Tampa game.
Tampa, and then... Well,
last week too. Last week was a good game.
Yeah, and then
yeah,
and then I want to say the Vikings game, but we let them come back.
Yeah, they could have marched downfield. They were down 8?
Right. Yeah.
They could have marched downfield and tied. He had no timeouts. Or wasn't
right. That was a situational game.
Lucky enough setup. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, part of me is like, I'm not worried. Like we'll get it. We'll course correct and figure it out. At the same time, I think this is going to be the theme of this season, and injuries are going to be a thing. I'm not like real shit. As soon as folks started getting hurt, like week 1, I was like, yeah, we're fucked. Because with Philly, it's weird. If we have minimal injuries, we'll have a good season. If we have a shit ton of injuries like we did in the past, it's not that the season's washed. We're gonna be struggling.
Yeah, these games are gonna happen weekly.
It's like I genuinely feel like we're the only team that's like fucked by our injuries.
Well, now we have the best right guard, or I think he's a right guard.
The right tackle. Lane Johnson's out with the ankle. Yeah, he's a tackle, right tackle.
Lane Johnson's, he went down. He's gonna probably play. He's gonna try.
He's gonna miss. He's gonna miss some weeks.
He's gonna have to for the integrity of the season. You need to sit him
because he was a G and pulled through that groin injury last year all season. This ankle injury, bro, he's gonna miss some time.
Yeah. So he's getting older and older. His body's not going to respond the same way.
Yeah, because I can see it on Kelsey too. This is definitely bro's last season. Like Fletch,
his last season.
Yeah, it was supposed to be, but like that, they're getting beat
he should have won.
Bro, they're getting beat the fuck up. Like I think this might be Fletch's last season.
And they've been playing forever.
Yes.
I don't blame them because they play.
Yeah.
O-line and D-line.
Yes, and then look at the style of play of which they have to continuously play. He's retiring next season. After week 18, whatever, after the playoffs, how far we get, straight retiring.
And they still look good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they don't look like shit. They still look really good.
But I can just tell, like, bro cannot, like, he's taking that punishment, but I know in the back of his head, I can't keep doing this. So lastly, I'll just leave off with the whole McNabb comment. I'm going to be honest with you. As much as I like McNabb, I liked him as a football player, as a person, shitty ass person. Most of the shit that comes out of his mouth, I genuinely don't know if he thinks before he speaks. But it has nothing to do with A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is getting over 100 yards a game every game that he's played in. It's not him. Because it's so crazy for McNabb to say that when he purposely ignored T.O. and if I had to point to somebody about why we lost that Super Bowl against y'all, I blame him.
Yeah.
And his philosophy, if your name wasn't Brian Westbrook, I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah. Straight up. No, T.O. did not do it.
He didn't deserve none of that.
T.O. was not allowed to do enough in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because it was all, and Andy Reid was all for it. But it was purposely Donovan McNabb. So for him to sit up here and say that shit about AJ, bro, it's like, are you projecting? You have to be projecting. Mm-hmm. Because you were the reason why, like, real shit,
like Bryce.
You held us back.
Yeah.
In my opinion. That's it, dog.
That's fair, yeah.
We play the Dolphins next week.
This is the week.
And then,
how do you think that game's gonna? I'm not trying to be smart ass, but like, how do you think that game's gonna go?
Seeing how the Dolphins are playing right now,
that run
and we're beat the fuck up on defense.
It's either gonna be a close game or they're gonna blow us out.
I don't.
Let's say, and I do hope for the sake of the integrity of this game, I hope Slay comes back. Slay doesn't come back. Your one's Bradbury against Tyreek Hill.
So I'm gonna be straight up with you. We're gonna lose by 2 touchdowns.
I would be surprised.
2 touchdowns. I got them up 2 touchdowns only because the fact that they came back being down 14-0 and they put up 42 and they've been putting up over 30. I'm sorry, they've been putting up over 25 points on every opponent they played so far. And they put up, I think they put up 20. I think they put up at least 20 against the Bills. But still, I mean, what the fuck did we do? 14 and 3 picks?
It's the Jets.
Yeah. So I got us down 2 touchdowns.
Are we home for that? Yeah, we're home for that, right?
Yeah.
It's not against, like, I will say the Dolphins' defense, it's definitely not as good as the Jets' defense. So you guys do have that going for you. But I don't think there's enough people on your defense to stop what the Dolphins are doing right now.
Well, even Jordan Mailata was getting dealt with during the Jets, and he's our left tackle.
Yeah, but who's he on?
Well, I know who they did, boy.
Who was he guarding?
Yeah.
Quinnen?
Yeah.
Quinnen, yeah.
I know he was getting fucking pressured. Yeah. So, yeah, I got us losing. Honestly, real shit, I got us losing that game. We're banged up on O-line, rushing game here and there. We're gonna do a whole running back by committee. They keep singling out Smitty, and they're letting AJ go off. For whatever reason, I don't know what was said, but I guess Goddard is just not a part of the offense. Who the fuck is a slot receiver in the Philly offense? Because apparently Quez has been back. Bro hasn't gotten the ball.
Julio Jones.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh.
You know, I see Philly fans in the Facebook groups, and like they're like, "Oh yeah, it's just a loss, bro." I'm like, real shit, we're not addressing the problem. Like, yeah, like I keep seeing people, "Oh yeah, 5-0." I'm like, bro, we're not playing well.
I was gonna say if a team can catch you on any given Sunday, like the 49ers will be fine. They have won games decisively. You guys have consistently stalled, and consistently you could have lost the Patriots game.
Yep.
You could have lost the Vikings game, admittedly. Yeah, I don't.
So when we play the Bills, right? Because they put up 14 against the Giants, we need the Bills to play like how they did on Sunday for us to beat the Bills.
Yeah.
Because real shit, depending on how I feel about this offense, is really determined on how we do against them. Real shit. So if we play the Bills, right? Because I know we're gonna play the Bills. I think we play the Bills after the Dolphins game.
I feel like this is like a really weird year for football.
It really is.
Yeah,
Every team is so up and down.
It's mad inconsistency. I don't know what it is.
Then there's the Detroit Lions.
Real shit.
The Detroit Lions.
Real shit. But that is my final take. I'm sick of Donovan. Real shit. I'm sick of bro. I really didn't like how he did T.O., but I'm just sick of him just talking in general. Fuck with him as a football player. He played for Philly, but I think he should not have an opinion after. AJ Brown isn't the problem. I don't care what nobody says. I genuinely don't think he's the problem because he's not throwing the ball to himself. He's not underthrowing passes. He's not calling the plays. Bro could have an input on how they're running shit, but then that's why you have everybody upstairs calling shit. Bro's just saying how he feels. So, I mean, now if bro literally had Devontae Smith numbers, then I could be like, all right, cool. But
you could see, you would have a reason to question it. But not.
Smitty's upset, but bro's not throwing a fit. But we understand why. But we just got to figure it out. That's it. And to wrap it up, the Giants and the Bills game. Bills fans, I don't know, dog. I really don't know. Y'all, I watched this whole game from start to finish. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. Y'all will look like a dominant team, then struggle. Y'all didn't score till the fourth quarter. Y'all let Tyrod Taylor put up 200 on y'all. Mind you, I forgot they have no defense. I forget. Saquon came back. Bro was on one leg, and he ran the ball for 93 yards. Because they were showing some replays. Bro could not push off. Like, he couldn't cut. He couldn't cut like he used to. He slid off his left foot. And y'all still let bro go off for 93 yards, which is wild to me.
And you saw the end of the game, obviously. Pass interference. Had to be.
Oh, no, it wasn't had to be. It was definitely a pass interference. It was definitely a pass interference. Bro was literally grabbing nothing but jersey.
You want to talk about jersey grabbing movement? He,
what is,
on the chest, pulled it. You can see his neck. Yeah,
bro, what are we doing?
Crazy. That
was so crazy. It was so fucking, bro went up, and bro was literally being dragged.
And that pass, without pass interference, is catchable. That's a big dude.
Yes.
Waller's tall enough, he can go.
But it was such a, oh my gosh.
How many?
Bills, Josh Allen, whoop-de-doo, threw a pick. Oh, someone hit a homer? Sick.
Second home run of the postseason.
That's what's up.
He was quiet last series, but this series, I mean, first of the series, home run.
Bro woke up.
Second game, another home run. That's a shout out for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna need everybody to get a homer. Josh Allen, 169, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Rushing game, James Cook had 71 yards rushing. Stephon Diggs had 10 catches, 100 yards, no touchdowns. Big game, Dave had 3 catches, 21 yards. Anyone outside of Stephon Diggs, good luck. Thankfully, Damian Harris is healthy. If I'm Bills fans, I'm just
what's going on?
I'm just counting my days till either the coach is fired, Stephon Diggs blows this team up. No disrespect to Stephon. I don't think he's the problem. I just think that he's a scapegoat. He's just easy to point the target at because he just attracts attention. But I think the problem with the Bills is outside of Stephon Diggs. They had a chance to sign Leonard Fournette. They totally passed on it. And that's stupid on their part. So
is there something wrong with him that we don't know?
I think so. I truly think so.
He fluctuates as far as I've seen. Some teams have said he's out of shape. Apparently, he's in shape now.
Mm-hmm.
They've made that a point to be like, "Hey, he's cut a lot of weight." I think he was pretty big in Tampa too.
Yeah, he was.
And for his skill set with being a receiving back and everything, he can't be, overly big. So, I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's still got gas in the tank, and I think he's a good second option for a lot of these teams.
Yeah, I mean, because you just lost Damian Harris. Yeah, you got James Cook and Latavius Murray, but still, obviously y'all are so injury riddled. You should make it a point to start getting insurance policies, aka more backs, or just more pieces, just in case we're only week 6 and motherfuckers is dropping like flies. If we combine everyone's injury report, that shit would be wild. Oh my god, I closed out every app. Hold on. History, recently closed, restore window, we're back.
To put Trey on. Oh, bad
idea. You got hurt. No? You got hit on me. You got hit? Yeah. I want to be able to intentionally walk in the third.
So that stadium has got to be loud.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Also, did you hear what Merle Kelly said?
No.
He said, I'm not worried about the noise in Citizens Bank. I played in the World Baseball Classic in Miami, and he said that was the loudest game he's ever played.
I believe it.
I think Philly fans take it because he's about the. Oh, no. Here we go. Home run.
Oh, I thought you saw it on your phone. I was like, what?
Nope. I'll put money on it right now. He's gonna pitch around him. 4-pitch walk last time. He's getting the Barry Bonds treatment.
Yeah,
it's kind of
not intentional, but
he gets pitched around. Yeah. Told ya. Get the fuck out of here. Oh.
Oh shoot, we're still live? Okay. Alright. We're still live. Sorry for that, folks. Wow, this Dino PC is pissing me off, bro. Alright, so we are still live. My fault. I'm trying to just get up our
lady. One. I think Friday I'm gonna send them another email.
Yeah, I believe we're still good. Oh my goodness. Crap. Yeah, we're still live. Okay. We were talking about the Bills. Yeah, so yeah, the problem isn't Stephon Diggs.
Also, when you say they're fans, I think they're used to it.
They're used to it?
I feel like they're used to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And you went to the Super Bowl. I said this last pod, but what, 3 times in a row?
Yep. Yeah.
Lost every single time?
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's probably the lowest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are still live. Okay. All right. Yep, we're good. All right. Sorry about that. I guess my dumbass hovered over the X button. I guess that's karma for something. But yeah. So Bills fans, do not expect shit out of your team. Last game. Yeah, and we'll start to wrap this up, and then we'll get into next week, and then we'll definitely talk about just the conferences.
Yeah.
So the Chargers-Cowboys game had a pregame scuffle again. Still don't know why. Didn't know that they was beefing like that. Dak did about as on paper, I guess you could say it's good, but to me it's still average. 21 to 30, 272 and a touchdown. Bro also had a rushing touchdown. Chargers defense. CeeDee Lamb had 7 receptions, 117 yards. Brandon Cooks had a touchdown, and Tony Pollard has 6 catches for 80 yards.
He had how many yards?
CD or
the Dak.
Throwing?
Yeah.
272.
And how many touchdowns did they have?
1. He had 1 throwing touchdown.
How many touchdowns did the team have?
Let's see.
1, 3?
So yes, and missed the field goal. Yeah, that game was a struggle the entire game because it was first quarter 7-7, second quarter 10-7 Dallas. Then it was third quarter was 10-10 tie game. Then fourth quarter, Cowboys scored 10 points, Chargers scored 7. So it was a close game, but to me it was horrible because Chargers easily could have won the game, but had a lot of drops and misplays. And Herbert did throw a pick at the end, which sealed the game.
Herbert also had a bad game.
Yeah.
By his standards, he did not play very well.
Even though he had 227, 2 touchdowns, he also threw a pick.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler's first game back was, oh my God, trash. I know Chargers fans are digging a hole for themselves for the grave that they're going to put themselves in.
That lady was pretty hype.
I don't know what game. We was watching 2 different games. Keenan Allen, 7 receptions, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Everybody else, I mean, stepped up for the most part. It was just...
Quentin Johnson is a bust. He's so bad. I don't know if you saw that was... the pick. So the pick that Herbert threw was supposed to go to Quentin Johnson. He just got fucking shoved to the side. Yeah, bullied.
So... Again, when they were reading off these stats, they was like, "Oh yeah, this is a good statement win for them." After the interview or after the game, they asked them if this was a good. I mean, yeah, this is a good team. I mean, it's the Chargers. I mean, you're either going to get a very good Chargers team or a very bad Chargers team, and this is a very bad Chargers team right now. So this isn't really a win to hang my hat on. It's just good in the stats for y'all. But now everyone's going to boost up this game like the Cowboys are back as if they were ever here or relevant. Yeah. Real shit.
No, they were never here this year. They were definitely never here.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just don't understand. Honestly, bro, this is a weird year in sports.
I can't wait till we play them.
Real shit, yeah. Thank you, because I'm genuinely feeling this way because we're on week 7. I really can't tolerate this anymore. Ronnie, we'll definitely get into what we want to talk about. I just need to read off this mid lineup. All right, so our Thursday night game. Oh my fucking gosh, our Thursday night game is so awesome. Jags and Saints.
Jags.
Jags.
They've been rolling too.
Unless Derek Carr throws for 353 again,
if Trevor gets hurt again or is limited in some way, because I know he is.
Yeah.
Then maybe I'll go Saints, but I'm just gonna go Jags.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go Saints because I don't see T-Law coming back in time.
that quick on a quick turnaround.
No,
like
I don't see that.
They might play it safe.
It's a knee.
Yeah.
It's a knee injury, and the way that line has been blocking, so
they might play it safe. Yeah.
Falcons Bucks got the Bucks turnaround game. Even though the Falcons might do good offensively, I got the Bucks.
I'll take the Bucks. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna lose again.
Oh my God, the worst. Oh Jesus, who made this schedule? Raiders, Bears.
Ooh.
I got the Raiders.
And I don't even know if Jimmy G's gonna play.
Oh my God! Oh my gosh!
And I don't even know if Fields is gonna play.
Oh,
it's Hoyer and Badger. Oh my God.
Jesus! I got the Raiders.
I'll take the. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders regardless.
Bears Colts. I'm sorry, Browns Colts. I got the Browns.
Yeah, definitely the Browns after what they did. Yeah.
Only because of their defense. Because I was gonna go with the Colts, but I got the Browns off of defense alone. Commanders Giants. I got the Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders.
Yeah.
Lions Ravens. This might be a good one. I got the Lions.
Lions for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Bills Patriots. Got the Bills.
Bills.
Josh Allen probably will throw a pick.
I'm gonna take the Pats.
Last week.
Lord, that is funny.
No, yeah, the Bills and probably a 2 or 3 touchdown deficit.
That's mad funny. Cardinals Seahawks. I got the Seahawks, but Geno been playing like.
Yeah, I'll take the.
That's a gimme right there.
I'll take the Seahawks. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals win, but I got the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Steelers Rams. I got the Rams.
Yeah, I'll go Rams as well. Yes.
Chargers Chiefs. I got Chiefs.
Yeah.
Packers Broncos. I got the Packers.
Yeah.
I'll
take the Broncos.
I wouldn't be surprised. That one. That's a gimme too. Real shit. That's like
Jordan Love has gotten progressively worse each game.
That's a no wrong answer type of shit.
Be like that, bro. He's awful. Jordan Love is not playing good.
Yeah, that's a no wrong answer type of pick right there. We have this Sunday night game. Real shit. I'm gonna go with Philly.
I'm gonna go with Philly, but
by our tone, you all can tell. I'm gonna go with Philly.
Miami.
And lastly, the Monday night 49ers Vikings. Who made the schedule? That could have been a 49ers Dolphins type of game, bro.
How bad is Devo? How bad is McCaffrey?
So McCaffrey isn't that bad. I don't think he'll play this game, but Debo is day to day.
Yeah, they said I think they were optimistic both weren't long term, but they might just hold up McCaffrey because why would they play him in this game?
Right.
You could get away with playing
Debo.
Who's in the back?
Yeah.
Mitchell's the backup.
Yeah.
Another 2 wild picks.
Oh my God.
And that is your Week 7 NFL coverage. Lastly, our last topic, we'll just talk about the divisions. Okay, so we can actually talk about this for a little minute. What the fuck is going on in football? It's just
shit.
It's so. Is it performance or is it just?
So this is what sparked my interest. This is why I brought it up. So the Patriots are 1-5.
Mm-hmm.
And my first thought, because I hadn't checked in a couple weeks. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Top 3 pick. They're like pick number 8. They're 1-5.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many 1-5 teams in the league right now.
Yeah,
it's disturbing. They have the Giants. I think the Cardinals are 1-5. The Bears obviously are.
Titans are 1-4 or 2-4.
2-4.
Bengals are 3-3. Broncos are 1-5. Pats are 1-5. Sorry, I'm just reading. I know you're good. I know you just said it.
No, you're good.
Giants 1-5. Cardinals 1-5. Bears 1-5. Panthers 0-6. So that's definitely just like the bad teams, but if you think about it, if you look at it from like division by division, there's no close division. The only close division that I'm looking at right here is the AFC North, because everyone's at least a game behind, 1 to 2 games behind.
Yeah.
AFC South, same thing, 1 or 2 games behind, so anyone can win that division right now. Yeah, that's about it. Because AFC North is already solidified. NFC South, that is between 3 teams. NFC West is really just the 49ers leading the way. So it's really up to the Seahawks and Rams to keep up. And then you have the NFC East, which is obviously Philly and Cowboys. But
so the thing that I think is even more concerning is that they're all decently close.
Right.
Like, even the Patriots, there was a wild thing that said that they're like 2 games out of a wild card spot and they're 1-5.
Yeah.
Which would also mean that the Broncos are that close. Like, I get we're still kind of somewhat early in the season, but like 1-5 should be a death sentence.
Right, exactly. Because it's like I guess too it's like about the teams too that we also had expectations for that are severely underperforming.
Yes.
Because Colts right now we actually had high expectations. Anthony Richardson's out for the season. Even though the Jags are 4-2, they've been underperforming. Bengals, high expectations. They're at the bottom of their division. Ravens are leading. Steelers are right there, and the Browns, but out of that whole division, the Browns have been playing the best. Chiefs right now, 5-1, playing like trash because they don't have anybody. Chargers actually was supposed to be where the Raiders are, but obviously lost injuries, coaching injuries. Jets obviously 3-3. Rodgers is out. Bills 4-2, luckily, but that's
up for debate. Yeah, they could have easily been 3-3 in that Giants game. Yeah,
and then the Dolphins, who we didn't really have high expectations for, are really just flicking everybody off right now. So I'm thinking that's just really what it is. Like, we had a lot of expectations of how the season was going to play out, and it's absolutely going the complete opposite. Obviously Philly 5-1, but that could have been different. Cowboys being average as usual. Commanders pedestrian as usual. 49ers, I mean, and then there's just some divisions that are really just doing what they're supposed to.
Yeah.
And we're not even really paying attention to most of these teams, too, because, like I said, the NFC North right now, just the Lions, we all said at the start the Lions were going to lead the way. And the NFC South is just there just to be there. So I really think it's just like expectations aren't met. In a way, it's been flipped on its head.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, maybe they'll pull away in a couple weeks and we'll have a different conversation, but like, everything's so equally matched. The NFC's a little more clear-cut. I think you have your division winners already.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, because Philly, 49ers, Lions, and, again, anybody, I think if they can at least play well, I'm going to give it to the Bucks, but if Derek Carr can turn it around, then
if Derek Carr can look a little more lively, I mean, the Falcons with a good quarterback, but they don't have one.
Yeah.
So I'd give it to the Bucks right now. The way everything's going, if the trend continues, obviously there's a lot of season left they can turn it around. But
has sports became more drama than anything? Has there been like a lot more drama? Is it no longer sports? Are we talking about more of like not storyline feuds, but it's like we're getting more into bringing personal relationships into sports now? That's always been a thing.
It could be, yeah.
You mean like not like a this team versus this team, but this player versus this player?
It's a little bit like that. It's more of like it's no longer about like with sports anymore. I just feel like it's more about outside noise, and we don't look forward to like it was like back in the day where it's like 2 powerhouse teams playing.
Yeah.
Now it's like all this outside noise bringing it into sports, which is amplifying sports, taking it away from actual.
We do have the issue of, we call it what it is. There's a lot of average play.
Yeah.
A lot of these teams are just playing average.
Mm-hmm.
There are no quarterbacks. I was thinking about this earlier. There are no quarterbacks right now that are like, I'm like, yo, this is one. Even Mahomes, and it's not Mahomes' fault really because the offense is stagnant.
Yeah.
But even Mahomes, I'm like,
he's still kind of playing like shit.
Yeah, he is, because he doesn't have his what he's accustomed to having.
Mahomes elevates bad players around him, but this year the bad players are
dragging him down, if anything.
Yeah. So there's, I don't like it because, like I said, we've been spoiled with. We had at least half the league was at some point Brady, Rodgers, Roethlisberger,
both
Mannings, Breeze, Phillip Rivers. We could even watch Phillip Rivers sling the ball for 5 touchdowns and 3 picks in a game, but it was entertaining.
5 touchdowns, 16 kids.
Yeah.
Can I say that there's no longer balance anymore in teams or in the league? So when I say balance on both ends of the field,
everything's wishy-washy.
So it's like you'll have a team with a very good offense and a trash defense back in the day where you would have good offenses and good defenses.
Yeah,
there's no longer that balance anymore.
On paper.
But right. Because we're on paper, we're the best team.
Yeah.
But we haven't played like the best team despite our record. So I think it's just a lack of balance now in the league too. It's like no longer a good running game, no longer a good passing game. Defense can't play how it used to be. Mm-hmm. You're taking out what used to make football pure, no longer a thing now.
Yeah, I agree.
So
it's weird. I don't know.
Injuries are always a thing, but this whole notion of fighting through injuries, Saquon's fighting through this injury just so he doesn't get cut because he got the franchise or a 1 year. Burrow probably feels like he needs to play because he just got a check. He doesn't want to be talked about as if he just signed him just to not play. Right. So I think it's just a lot of that storyline. Even though Lamar was signed to a crazy contract, bro's not playing up to the contract. Neither is Odell.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, it's Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Right.
Hurts isn't playing like he should.
Right. And then watch if these dudes didn't get paid, then we'd be having this whole conversation just with quarterbacks and then running backs not getting right. So I think is this just the bad part of football that we're seeing now?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like the games are still, I guess, exciting. Like there's still something to watch for, but there's just not any.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Through 6 weeks so far, I have not been tuned in for a game probably since Chargers Miami. High scoring back and forth game.
I would argue too, even obviously our teams play each other, but like the Patriots-Eagles game, because that came down to the end and there was you didn't know who was gonna win.
Exactly.
Most of these games were like, and like the upset last week was the Browns, but
I mean,
also was low scoring.
Yeah, low.
PJ Walker was playing,
but it was actually, to be honest, even though it was injuries, it was actually a good game to watch.
It was, yeah.
But now it's like I feel like we're getting away with that because now look at all of our primetime games.
Yeah.
Either one-sided games or we just don't want to see that. Even though yesterday's game was close, let's be honest, it was a struggle to watch.
It wasn't a fun game to watch, yeah.
No.
And it's like the only thing I could think, the first thing that popped in my head was like, you announce the schedule,
right?
And as the season goes, you decide who the primetime games are.
Yeah.
That also doesn't help preparation for the teams. It messes them up.
And then the whole thing that we're doing with flying dudes out to London now for these games.
Yeah.
Because now that's just, to me, I don't think that's adding flair to the NFL.
And you're losing
viewership.
Yeah, because not a lot of people. If you go out on Saturday night, you're not waking up at 8:39 unless it's your team.
No, because real shit. As soon as I woke up, I was like, "Oh shit, 9:30. Let me get up and watch the game."
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I didn't really get to,
That's
like sleep. I wanted to watch the game, but it wasn't like I had to make it a point to get up
and watch it. Yeah.
To watch it. So sadly, this is what's to come. Sadly, I don't want to say that. Oh, let's just get used to it. But as a viewer and a fan, it's difficult to watch.
Yeah, it is.
But Yeah, because every time I read off the weeks, that's why I keep saying like, because I don't know if y'all notice, like I'll say it every week, the weeks get progressively worse.
I know.
Like
we started the first 2 weeks. I think we were like
first 2 weeks were fucking bangers. I was like, oh shit, like they finally got this shit right. Now it's like you just put this shit in a damn like you couldn't even match make these games any worse. Because I mean, because look at the week after. We have the Jags and Steelers, Jets and Giants. That will be oh god, that game will set back New York fans forever. Bills and Bucks
could be okay. Yeah.
Then you got the Rams and Cowboys. That will actually be to me, I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah.
But then you got the Falcons and Titans, the Texans and the Panthers, the Saints and Colts. Like to me, those games are like snores fest.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. Unless you're a fan of the team, obviously you're going to tune in.
The Browns and Seahawks. Like to me, these games just don't sound exciting for me to tune in and watch. But then we have to sit down and watch on Sunday. We have to sit down and watch the Bears and Chargers.
Is that the Sunday night game?
Yeah. And then the Monday night game doesn't get it freaking better because we got the Raiders and Lions. This is what I'm talking about, bro. This is why we don't want to watch sports. Because you real shit, I would have been fine with out of this week, right? So you have to move weeks around. I would have been fine with the Eagles and Commanders being either a Sunday or Monday night game, seeing as how we barely beat them.
Yeah.
You run that shit back.
You guys lost to them, was it Thursday night last year or Monday? Was it? I think it was Thursday. Right?
Thursday.
Was it Thursday? Yeah.
Thursday.
I think all mainly divisional.
Yeah.
Games should be played on.
With at least one good team.
Yeah.
If it's a divisional game with at least one good team, you know it's going to be interesting.
And then swap. I mean, because real shit, if I had to swap, I would probably do the Browns and Seahawks. Because if you think about it, like, just take away the bullshit, that's actually a competitive game. Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, they both did.
Thanks for tuning in. Okay.
Bro, they don't connect.
Nah.
If it's cool with y'all, I'm just gonna turn off the stream.
That's fine.
Let's edit this part out.
Yeah, we'll find a good place to cut it.